Vanessa.
I was just arrested on the street. I did nothing.
What are you doing to me, Get off my hand.
I'm a mate. I'm not a man of them. I'm not a man of them. I take you to my work. I stay in that place. I'm a mate. I'm not a man of them.
Me and my man, we are not even protesting.
You are not protesting?
We are not protesting. And then you take us, and then you take us. Our parents don't even know where we are.
Please, what's your name? Vera, when you stay?
What will you do?
On the recording day when the Lord shall come for you. Today you have power to do anything at all. Tomorrow, by this time it will not be your time.
And one have a wife, a monk, and the wife is pregnant 4 months.
Wow. So when was he arrested?
3 days, but we only got to know today because they didn't allow them to tell anybody. And they were in the car, and the car has been taken to. We don't know where the car is. We don't know where the car is. It's too cruel. This is too cruel. It cannot happen. This can. We are all one people. It cannot happen. You can't treat people like animals. It's not good. You can't treat people like animals. If nobody talks, God will talk. If nobody answers, God will answer for this.
So your brother has a cesarean section?
Yes, and one with the wife, and the wife is pregnant. And they are all inside. They just took their camera from their car. They stood outside to snap, and then you took all of them there. And it cannot be. It cannot be. They are not parts. Look at their dresses. You should see from their dresses that those people are not parts. You should differentiate it. You should know how to calculate it.
Not drink. You cannot eat any food because cyanide has gone into the soil. And this is what these young people are fighting about. And Mother Ghana, only God, and posterity will judge everyone involved in this. What is their crime? Their crime is trying to protect our very nature, our country called Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. And this is where we are. They are the criminals. The criminals are continuing with their jobs. And our sons are the criminals. God save Mother Ghana. Thank you.
Son has also been arrested.
Yes, he's been arrested. Since Sunday.
He has been arrested.
Yes. He just came out of the court. And God, nature will judge everyone who has the authority to deal with this that refuse and are condoning and conniving. They should send them, they can kill them. If they like, they should kill them.
There was this policewoman at the gate. The name was Japan. I spoke to her. I told her that, look, I just received a call from this number that my sister, who is diabetic and asthmatic and is battling glaucoma, is here. I am told she is not fine. We want to check up on her. The woman took the number. She also called for several times, but that number didn't answer until I heard that they were being brought to court. I went to the Kaneshi police station, and the station officer told me that specific instructions had been given that they should not be granted access to any family member, not even a lawyer. I made them aware that my sister is diabetic. I made them aware that she is asthmatic. I told them that she has glaucoma, and so she would need her drugs. They said no.
Was she the one you said was just doing TikTok live? And was
yes,
by the
and at the time she was arrested, she was live on TikTok. So she was just streaming the, proceedings of the protest on her social media handle. And then she is being treated as if she was some sort of criminal or someone who committed any heinous crime in this country. I am myself a journalist. I have covered several reports on galamsey. Let me say that prior to the launch of the media coalition against galamsey, we were holding meetings at the Coconut Grove Hotel 2 weeks on every Wednesday with Mr. Kenneth Ashigbi. At the time, Mustafa Hamid was information minister. He was always present at our meetings. In fact, on the actual day when we launched the media coalition against galamsey, they used some of my pictures and videos that I had taken from Chebi, from Dunkanofin and other areas. We are all aware. Recently, I was at UCC when the chemistry department mentioned that they are finding heavy metals in our foods and our water bodies. Isn't President Akufo-Addo saying the police service, don't they consume the same food we buy from the market? Why, what on earth would you treat someone, a mere protester, as if she were a hardened criminal? Why?
So from the time she has been arrested till now, you have no answers. You've not contact no form of communication.
Apart from we seeing her behind bars at Kaneshi, we were not allowed to speak to her.
Does she have a drugs on?
I don't know whether she has it or not. How would I get to know? Because they've not allowed us to speak to her. How would I know? So when the police arrest someone, they don't allow anybody to have access to the person.
But
so
the police officer that called you said she wasn't feeling well. What?
Yes, that was what he told me this afternoon. And I am very surprised. But see, as a family, we have nothing to say. If our sister dies today, we have sacrificed her for the betterment of all of us. At least, sometimes it should take some committed members of the country to fight against illegality and to fight for the entire liberation of us all. Galamsey will kill us and continue to consume all of us if we want. Let's go on this tangent. There was this policewoman at the gate. The name was Japan. I spoke to her. I told her that, look, I just received a call from this number that my sister, who is diabetic and asthmatic and is battling glaucoma, is here. I am told she is not fine. We want to check up on her. The woman took the number. She also called for several times, but that number didn't answer until I heard that they were being brought to court. I went to the Kaneshi police station, and the station officer told me that specific instructions had been given that they should not be granted access to any family member, not even a lawyer. I made them aware that my sister is diabetic. I made them aware that she is asthmatic. I told them that she has glaucoma, and so she would need her drugs. They said no.
Was she the one you said was just doing TikTok live? And was
yes, and at the time she was arrested, she was live on TikTok. So she was just streaming the proceedings of the protest on her social media handle. And then she is being treated as if she was some sort of criminal or someone who committed any heinous crime in this country. I am myself a journalist. I have covered several reports on galamsey. Let me say that prior to the launch of the media coalition against galamsey, we were holding meetings at the Coconut Grove Hotel 2 weeks on every Wednesday with Mr. Kenneth Ashigbi. At the time, Mustafa Hamid was information minister. He was always present at our meetings. In fact, on the actual day when we launched the media coalition against galamsey, they used some of my pictures and videos that I had taken from Chebi, from Dunkanofin and other areas. We are all aware.
Placed a ban on illegal mining, the phenomenon we call galamsey, which was destroying our water bodies, vegetation, and our forests. Some 20,000 young people have been engaged to plant more than 30 million trees in 2 years to create jobs and restore degraded land. These policy initiatives are already using positive results to the attainment of the SDG goals, particularly the goal of reducing our carbon emissions.
First and foremost, we are not against mining. Rather, we want to support you to mine. Sisi Ayekasi, offer Operation Vanguard, Operation Hot, Operation Galamsey. Jabaino, they seize it, the stop war. The stop war.
Placed a ban on illegal mining, the phenomenon we call galamsey, which was destroying our water bodies, vegetation, and our forests.
First and foremost, we are not against mining. Rather, we want to support you to mine. Sisi Ayekasi, offer Operation Vanguard, Operation Hot, Operation Galamsey. Jabaino, they seize it, the stop war.
LGC voted in Ghana. Samia, me pe Juma, Amaya Mantani Amabawano. Neba betran galamsey mo. Nukra bako eni mo kra. Enye nukra ne, enye nukra oxa. Afro kese, LGC 4% to me.
where we are. God will judge everybody. God will judge everybody. The men shall come. Shall kill us. Shall kill us.
Mama Shazia, me, I will come from the Midwest. Galamsey no dear. Nana, I couldn't be as a so be a organ at Chassia. Say, Pa, say, you perceive a boy that's a buyer. Illegal mining, essay issue, essay assassin. As you know, your crowd say, yeah, baby trustle. Then you fall like one of the Yabby one idea, no, Ghana will need giant mine, so soon as you see a bomb in Jamania and what you cheer air bay. That's a galamsey and said up home by Uncle see Baby Jaya. Ebia, the air of no, not say Ghana, Nina. It's what I say. So also I know a tomb. Said the area, no, I had some pandy and cosso, a bit she, was saying cry, yet was a papa. Now if we know Ghana so no. Uba be bro man Ghana no one for one yet back one. Why him dear no, ye. It's me per se, me no, any I for what brown half for, and I work Ghana, you know, back we can see a buy in term, you to me la, get the address, a boom, to me, boy, my, and Uncle so I am Shama Ghana no back.
What's it your mo? What do you want for Jina courts? At the Omoko prison. And then they can say, your mother didn't be at that prison. Say, Omuya Galamsey. And so, you're coaching China Niba. I know you're Galamsey Queen. I know the more for now, Uncle Jina Court, and for now, Cotum. Most on there, Uncle Nicrum. And I'm going down the free or home. And so, you're mad yet, Omoda, if you are saying. As you. Yaba omo amochi omo galamsey no omo atu omo yaba ma omo amnesty no omo asaba ezu mi ojidi se emrebia omo fomye omo enu omo ho enti yebe yi omo na yama omo another chance ebi say yebe yen hihye a ebe ma enoma ayeye ye yi mu ye koye senia ye absese se woka party bi ho ana se wonye nipa bi ene galamsey no ye mpene ma wonye wo de kotrans na komku na ye party for DC no ene hwa no omo de galamsey no omo apene ma omo ye ezu na ne ya ne se obi excavator ya je na e de komo obi foforo na on the odi 2 gold na o de ote ho ente me se me ba excavators I had to free control na ya be jo mo ade ni asa ade ama omo ezu your university of Tafa your friend University of Mines and Technology umat omo chire your school for no send your mining ne kwan so send be ya obi empra anase obi anhre ne kwan enti ye ba district bia ye be bie ejuma a ye de sa school for a omo University of Mines obi owo concession bia o ha ye de on be ka mo ho no ma kire mo kwan a mo de be ye mining no send be ya obi anhre ne kwan anase obi empra ezu na mutu sika kokko ni wie mutu go ni wie a on be kire mo say na mo be piapia anua no akatakata so fefefe na ye duadua egu so say na be ya asase no ebe ye yie bi ezu eza Will I still give amnesty to people convicted for galamsey? And my answer is yes. Because those who are in prison for galamsey are not the actual perpetrators of galamsey. The big kingpins are not in prison. Those who are in prison are the small boys that they employ to work on their galamsey concessions. And so they are victims of circumstances. And so if we are coming with a new fight against galamsey, let's start by giving them amnesty. Let's bring them out, reform them, and do the things that will make them not go and do what they've done again. If it's somebody must be in prison, it's those district chief executives and ministers and others who are doing the galamsey, not the people they are employing.
None of our family know where we are. Don't worry, God will judge everybody. God will judge everybody, and many shall come. Shall kill us. Shall kill us. Our families, none of our family know where we are. Dignity, we are fighting for this nation. They can continue doing it. When they shall come, say our water bodies. Say our water bodies. The day is coming. Many shall surely come, and many will come and fight us. Many shall come and fight us. No matter what, history will remember this day that we kept quiet and watched us who are talking for the change. President and treats us to be citizens. We are being citizens. We are just being citizens. I'm a fully gangster. Enough is enough. I'm a fully gangster. I'm even recruiting my children into this revolution. It is only death. Only death. I'm recruiting my children into this struggle. I'm recruiting my children into this. Only death. Only death. Look at me very well.
There are many requests I intend to make of you in the closed-door session of our meeting. But one of the most significant, which I have to state now, is to seek your assistance to take partisan political interests out of the fight against galamsey. It can only succeed if it is a truly national battle, which no one seeks to exploit for political gain, as we saw in the last election. The progress of our country depends on all of us, all citizens of Ghana, all fellow Ghanaians, pulling together to defeat this existential threat to our future.
Stop
Make the bus ready.
Stop galamsey. Stop galamsey. Stop it now. Stop it. You desire whatever. Stop it. Just stop galamsey. Stop galamsey. Just stop galamsey. Stop it now. Stop galamsey now. Stop galamsey now.
We are asking for stop galamsey and nothing more.
No food for the future. 3 days, no food, no water.
She's not feeling well. Why are you even pushing her? She's not feeling well. Why? Why could have done it? You done it instead.
Why? Is it wrong for them to take their camera and snap picture? Is it wrong? Is it wrong? Is it wrong?
When you know that the activities that they're involved in are jeopardizing the very survival of our nation, I took the decision that that would be a betrayal of the trust that the Ghanaian people put in me on the 7th of January this year. And as a result, we established this committee within the government to design a policy for us, not just to stop it, to reclaim the land, to let our rivers work again, but also to see how we can figure a way for all these able-bodied young men who are involved in this activity to find an alternative livelihood. So it's a package. It's a package that we have designed to try and bring this menace to a conclusion. I've said it in the cabinet, and perhaps it's the first time I'll be saying it in public. I am prepared to put my presidency on the line on this matter. I've heard it being said that I should be careful. Many of these people voted for me, and if I continue this exercise, perhaps they will not vote for me again. If by the grace of God I'm in a position, my party allows me to go again, and I have the health and everything to go again, that I'll not get it again. And I'll say to myself, well, this is a choice that all of us have to make as human beings. Do you do what you think is right, or do you do what you think will allow you to get along? I think that you do what you think is right. That is what you're required to do.
Last week, and that review is complete. We had a very extensive deliberations with all regional ministers this morning, and I'm just coming from a meeting of the National Security Council, which was chaired by the President, and a thorough review has been done when it comes to the matter of small-scale mining. First is that we should encourage this discussion, because I think, because the reports we are getting, that the discussion in and by itself seems to be yielding some results, even if it's minimal. Like the fact that it's been talked about, people are very much on the lookout. Second is that we've put in enforcement measures, as I say, but we are going to round them up. We're going to take them a notch higher. And so the various regional security councils have been tasked to conduct reconnaissance, scrutiny of their various jurisdictions, and begin to roll out SOOPs and enhance the enforcement regime. The details of which I think we all agree I should withhold for the time being. But in the days and weeks to come, we will see a heightened or ramped up enforcement regime and enforcement mechanism. We've decided that they should use local resources. In other words, the resources at the disposal of the various RECs, because as you know, the RECs have police, they have military, they have this, they have that. And the regular law enforcement apparatus of the state, which is the Ghana Police Service, should be the first port of call. If the need arises, we will take it a step further to the armed forces. If the need arises, we will possibly begin once again the extraordinary measure of decommissioning equipment used for illegal small-scale mining, and so on and so forth. So that is what is going to happen.
Oh yes. Operation Hot, galamsey, abadaba, the soldiers for now. Two Mosusan, a criminal, official. When you are going to some mayors to be Bible side, our acquaintance and question in our power. So about patrol, and patrol now soldiers need security services here. What woman? And my road business with it. It is a while for now 5 million, 3 million, 10 million. Now the big advertisement of 1 to 4 one of the man. Sadly, because the police for these soldiers going out to them at the office, extra cases are more man than more money never from and in Zimbabwe, or be back patrol, as I said, when they are high. So while full of money, the wild person of the man, on board, Paso to never say, or you so get naked. Pay too much pay, but too control board, my own and track and yes, or no more. Oh, yes. So, my patrol or my patrol, and the Akasa authority or the aid you must have mature. Ya Jeffrey, you said, you don't know where you get a moment to one, or also here you get you know. I said, but the money that is a money that I got for. And bravo, we are more by so here to make people. Or no, I want to move on with a bomb. The moon is hard as a serious to be trapped. More than 2-3 months as a serious to bed in the trap. Meaning, sight, all the police for Kenya or Malaysia, you acquire a call, or more. And the police will do check, will get but the open you are, or my BBR about a week of about 3, 4, 5. When you have Mama police, or when you want me, I buy your mocha. When you have Mama Sujani, or when you want me, I buy your mocha. And if you also got an idea, I want to go to some. A perform action now. To go, there will be a kind of police. Let me
acquired 150 years ago. Cocoa farms, it's all gone.
How?
Okay?
To galamsey.
Yes, they tried it. You cannot drink. You cannot eat any food because cyanide has gone into the soil. And this is what these young people are fighting about. And Mother Ghana, only God, and posterity will judge everyone involved in this. What is their crime? Their crime is trying to protect our very nature, our country called Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. And this is where we are. They are the criminals. The criminals are continuing with their jobs. And our sons are the criminals. God save Mother Ghana. Thank you.
Son has also been arrested.
Yes, he's been arrested. Since Sunday.
He has been arrested.
Yes. He just came out of the court. And God, nature will judge everyone who has the authority to deal with this that refuse and are condoning and conniving. They should send them, they can kill them. If they like, they should kill them. Thank you very much.
They are innocent. They are innocent.
And see the things that you are saying today. Very poor response.
This is the water that is coming from the pipe. In super pipe muroba henenua. The message and still I'm going to have to galamsey. Yeah, pipe. On your go to Munchi or your pipe, no good. What's your pipe? Into why no one galamsey you too, when you galamsey you too. Now, was say a pipe now, papa, and so you know. Okay, I do feel more about. Hey, Razi. Ghana fiancé is going to go.
Just this weekend, we had to go around and take this sample, and this is from the Pra River, and a lot of communities are drinking this water. At the time we were taking these samples, there were children who were happily swimming in this water, not knowing what it is. Now, previous speakers have spoken about turbidity. What it means is that the level of suspended particles in this water. It is not only that makes it polluted, but it's a concoction of chemicals, mercury and others. And in these rivers, the fishermen fishing can no more catch fish because all the fish are gone. So that is very, very important for us to take note. Maybe you may not be living around the Pra or around the Cobra, but can you guess where this one is coming from? It's coming from along the brim, which is feeding our Wager Dam, which is the source for us here in Accra. So the water company will tell you they are not treating chemicals. All they are doing is sedimentation to get the particles to settle. So if it is clear, it doesn't mean it is clean. The water you are drinking, if it is clear, it doesn't mean it is clean. So for those of you who are asking questions that what is our agenda? Our agenda is for all of us sitting here. Our agenda is for you, the journalist who opens your tap. If you are even depending on groundwater, you are not safe because they are also polluted. And most of our sachet water and others are depending on the groundwater. So you sitting down there, you are not safe. This is your fight. This affects you. Anytime you open your tap, remember and ask yourself, is this water clear? Enjoy the campaign. Thank you.
As I've said before, I'll allow history to be the judge of how I've served my nation. How well I have done my part in running my lap of that relay. What that verdict will ultimately be, I cannot say. I can only say that I have done my best, giving my all, and done so with the best of intentions for my God and my country. As I've said before, I'll allow history to be the judge of how I've served my nation. How well I have done my part in running my lap of that relay. What that verdict will ultimately be, I cannot say. I can only say that I have done my best, giving my all, and done so with the best of intentions for my God and my country.
And see the things that you are saying today. Very poor response.
I'm made to, I just do my work. I'm not a man of them. I stay in 37. I'm not a man of them.
Does this dress look like a protest dress? Please make way. You gave me the external charges. God will judge you people. On a go die one by one.
21st September.
On a go die one by one. I mean, today is my day of life fasting. You took me to a doctor say I've not eaten since that Sunday.
When is your trial again?
Madam, make way. Madam, make way.
On the 8th.
On the 8th.
Vanessa, my trial is on the 8th. I was coming back from church. They picked me up. Killian. I didn't think this is my church. Yes, this is Killian. Vanessa, this is Killian. They picked me up. I was coming back from church. God will judge you people.
Okay.
God will judge you people. God will judge you people. On our idiots. God will judge you people for this concocted lies, fabricated lies. Come on. Does this dress look like a protest dress? Please make way. You gave me the external charges. Go back. Does this dress look like a protest dress? Please make way. You gave me the external charges. Today is my day of life. I was still to judge you of me. They broke my hand.
I'm a mate. I'm not a man of them. I'm not a man of them. I just do my work. I stay in that place. I'm a mate. I'm not a man of them.
Me and my man, we are not even protesting.
You are not protesting?
We are not protesting. And then you take us, and then you take us. Our parents don't even know where we are.
Please, what's your name? Vera, what do you say? What do you say? What do you say?
What will you do on the recording day when the Lord shall come for you? Today you have power to do anything at all. Tomorrow, by this time it will not be your time.
And one have a wife, a monk, and the wife is pregnant 4 months.
Wow. So when was he arrested?
3 days, but we only got to know today because they didn't allow them to tell anybody. And the way in the car has been taken to. We don't know where the car is. We don't know where the car is. It's too cruel. This is too cruel. It cannot happen. This cannot. We are one people. It cannot happen. You can't treat people like animals. It's not good. You can't treat people like animals. If nobody talks, God will talk. If nobody answers, God will answer for them.
As I've said before, I'll allow history to be the judge of how I have served my nation. How well I have done my part in running my lap of that relay. What that verdict will ultimately be, I cannot say. I can only say that I have done my best, giving my all, and done so with the best of intentions for my God and my country.
Everybody there, they will be able to so like I said, money is easy. They don't say any pakrona. It be a Jumano no tears here. And now person come to cry a day. That's also no. And I'm saying, the coupons I said I'm out quite so you 13 million Ghanaians, see you so better when you are kissing so now grandma 2 man.
They told all their communicators, anytime you mention Mahama or NDC, say incompetent. That's why you hear Baumia and Co say incompetent Mahama administration, incompetent. You've never held any responsibility anywhere near presidency before. You don't know what it is like to be president. Choboy, I will take that word from Kufuor or from Rawlings because they've been there before. All of you guys have never ever come near the presidency. You know what it is to be a president? And you stand and say, incompetent Mahama administration. Incompetent Mahama administration. Choboy, what do you know about competence? All of them in the offices they occupy, they should show us what competence they've displayed.
We're a national cathedral, $58 million, equivalent to 339 million Ghana cedis. The Akufuado, the Ghana Fusika, you know. Ghana Fusika, the Akufuado, the Baumia, the 2 amena. You see, I saw it dying at the Amagana Yankopon. Amana Babetinem. I had a scholarship secretariat dying. Scholarship for dying. Private estate developer, a lot of things. I'm an office pond. That's not cathedral.
And you see, the liveliness that he's talking about, it was good that we we introduce it now, because it enables us to take all the transfer that we are making through it to ensure that nobody use such unapproved means to effect transfers.
Okay, but
so it was good.
Indeed. So you did it post the exhibition?
We did it
after the exhibition.
We did it before the end of the exhibition. When the issue cropped up, we immediately took steps to acquire it.
But the exhibition started.
The audits that they are asking for all around the table, will it hit?
The issue is that EC is for credible voters register. So if NDC is coming on board to support us achieve, we have no problem. They should let us know what is wrong with the register.
No, but the presentation they did before you on last 2 weeks Friday, it wasn't enough to convince you that there was some concern, something wrong?
We already think that we might have resolved those things because we have resolved all the issues that we have identified. And so they should not say no. Areas that they think there are still issues to resolve. When you are able to make your case, then we take it from there. And secondly, we are even asking them to come to the discussion table.
No, but they had a discussion table.
No, that was not discussion. They came to show us. And we are asking that they should come to the discussion table so that we
discuss what exactly?
The issues that they are talking about.
But the issues they brought to you 2 weeks ago.
They did not bring them to us.
They
inform us that they have issues and categorize them into files and give examples.
No. Did you admit
they give examples?
Yes.
Then
did you admit to those issues?
You, for instance, you say 50,000 dead people are on the register. How do we know if you don't provide the details?
Dead people is not part of
no, it's not part of the issues.
That's part of it.
No, it's not
you mentioned 50,000. Ask your director for elections.
Okay, so
you say about 3,900 and something people.
Mr. Banobio, that ask that the NDC put before you, that if you say you have corrected, I think you repeated it on this platform, that you've corrected the issues that the NDC raised.
I said we've corrected the issues that we have detected. NDC has not given us their issues. But we told them that they should let us have it. Perhaps we have even, it's part of what we have already corrected.
So when they made the demand that, so the ones you have corrected, let them have a copy of it. Why didn't you give it to them?
We told them that we were still in the process. We have not finished. As I'm talking to you now, we are still working on it, and until the district registration review officer has finished his work and we have implemented the decisions, we cannot freeze data. So what we told them was that we are still working on it. So they should let us have this. We investigate. If they are not already resolved, then we do that. And when we finish, we give them what we have done for them to have them. And you see, the liveliness that he's talking about, it was good that we introduce it now, because it enables us to take all the transfer that we are making through it to ensure that nobody use such unapproved means to effect transfers.
Okay, but
so it was good.
Indeed. So you did it post the exhibition?
We did it
after the exhibition.
We did it before the end of the exhibition. When the issue cropped up,
Look, Mr. Bill, you've really exemplified what D looks like in life here today. That's how D, a performance of D, that's how it looks like. Yeah, the pure performance of D. Listen, as I sat there, watch you and watch Sami Jemfi, it's clear that Sami Jemfi has been very clear. He's been very clear, very eloquent. He's been able to articulate his points, and he's won head and shoulders over you. That's how D looks like in life. I told you, this ECA is a bunch of incompetence. A bunch of incompetence. Listen, when we have a new government, the first demonstration we'll be doing will be for us to reconstitute the EC. You can't put party foot soldiers there. And
what is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our job, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame.
If you reach a certain stage in life and there is nobody who can look you in the eye and tell you the truth, you are doomed. And that is where our country has gotten to. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi. And I feel very terrible as a Ghanaian at this time. This country is in serious trouble, ladies and gentlemen. We are in serious trouble. We need to rescue this country, ladies and gentlemen. The presidency has been so depraved, so muddied, so dirtied, that I tell you in all sincerity as a Ghanaian, that I feel terribly sad today as a Ghanaian. We need to rescue this country. Wallahi, inshallah.
Please don't cry.
We shall rescue our country.
Government is broke, government is broke. The people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
Right, hello, good morning and welcome to the show. This is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV. It's a Wednesday, the 25th day of September 2024. By His grace, we're live and we're here with yet another edition of the show. Our gratitude will go to the Most High God for the rare privilege of being alive and, of course, the opportunity of having another conversation around the top stories making the rounds here in our dear country. Well, I'll let you into our panel for the morning's conversation shortly, but let's take a look at the front pages of our newspapers. Presidential powers under scrutiny. Make appointments transparent. Constitutional Committee recommends. That's Clara Kasati. 39 Democracy Hub protesters remanded for 2 weeks. Economy post third consecutive trade surplus. And there's a special supplement on pharmacists. The Ghanaian Times. Consider Ghana as business destination, says Otumfo as he woos foreign investors. SHC to pay 1.3 million cedis dividend for first time in 30 years. Massive gridlock hits Kwame Nkrumah Circle, Kaneshi Road in Accra as Obechebi Lamte interchange project intensifies. Freight forwarders, customs agents, trade associations demonstrate against shipping lines over exploitative charges. Daily Guide, 39 NDC protesters caged. I'm sure they didn't see Franklin Kujo's post there. Is that what Bevu? Okay. Remove 584 voters in court from Mensha South court orders. Akufo-Addo receives Global Citizen Award. TLF marks World Peace Day. Fair Wages and Salaries Commission clarifies Clocksa concerns, calls for dialogue. The New Crusading Guide, Democracy Hub Demo 39 in the Kula on remand for assault on a public officer. Breach of peace causing unlawful damage back in court on 8th and 11th October. Small-scale miners jolt foreign galamseyers. I don't engage in illegal mining. Haji Amina. Harmonize global legal regimes, remove legal regulatory barriers. AG urges International Bar Association. NPP National Chairman, Adenta parliamentary candidate seek God's intervention at Assemblies of God. Baumia satisfied with progress of campaign. The Insight. Big Six, na lie. Mahama dismisses Akufo-Addo's claim, insists Nkrumah is sole founder of Ghana. My life is under frequent attacks by Tetegu troublemakers. Ni Kofi Kuma the first cries out, but Lafa Berima Manche denies claim. Alleged murder threats. Private investigator facilitates arrest of Kumasi-based bully. Ida Bwampon, alias Facebook King Kong. IAWP appoints Sultan Ademo as new UN ambassador. Zarama community hails Obrimpong Krutechi II on his election as Bono East HOC's vice. ECG a ticking time bomb and galamsey on Ghana's budget, says ASEP. The Herald. Massive rot at Ghana's Minerals Commission as CEO and board chairperson frighten investors in mining industry. Mahama slams government for lying about 100 public toilets and woos NPP sympathizers in Ahafo region. Napo relocates campaign to Ashanti region, courting support for Baumia. 40 Equapim North Assemblymen accuse MP of misapplication of common fund. Trafigura threatens Ghana with further embarrassment over unpaid $134 million judgment debt. Highlights of NDC and NPP manifestos on job creation. The Informer. Don't endanger EC's credibility, Napo urges politicians. Stop the theft, forgery, corruption, else Chief Justice cautions. Akufo-Addo pushes for reparation of a slave trade. Payroll fraud, government committed to tackling ghost names. Baumia. Breaking the eight, let's eschew arrogance and complacency, UK NPP chairman warns. Towards enhanced environmental cleanliness, allow children participate in Zoom Kids competition. Zoom Lion World Vision appeal to parents. The Inquisitor. Looming crisis, tension at Kolebu, CEO is the center of attraction. I'm not against mining, Dr. Prempe. Feature, wonderful wonders of competent, versatile Napo's campaign strategy. NDC engages CSOs on voters register audit. The Daily Statesman. We can't pay for crisis we didn't create. Akufo-Addo calls for climate justice for Africa. Kate Jemfua and people resist attempts to stampede EC. Chief, we can't support those who don't believe in free SHS. Napo rallies Asanteman behind Baumia. Small-scale miners unite against galamseyers. The Ghanaian Publisher. Beware of Mahama. Minister cautions nursing students. Zambian Energy Board in Ghana to study MPA's operations. Asensu Boachi optimistic about Abidjan-Lagos Highway Project. UTV's Konama grabs Peace Advocate Award. The Accra Times. You are liars. Sami Jemfi accuses pro-NPP media. Fallout from the University of Ghana's alumni lecture. Bagbin whips for Ghana over high attrition rate in Parliament. 8 is excellence. Don't break it. Choose it. Honorable Alban S.K. Bagbin. ECG's financial woes. ASEP blames politicians. Says company not business oriented. The Custodian. Major boost for fishing industry. As Baumia promises solar-powered outboard motors for fisherfolk. Akufo-Addo receives global award. Zambian Energy Board studies MPA's operations. Don't trust Mahama on nurses recruitment. Akwesi Akwa. Daily Post. Fanning religious tension in Ghana. Muslims must vote Baumia because he is a Muslim, says Muslim cleric Sheikh Ishaq Ibrahim Nwama. EC afraid of releasing final voters register to us. Omane Buama, $134 million judgment debt. Trafigura starts processes to seize Ghana's properties in South Africa. And that's about it. For the front pages, we'll be back shortly.
Pascal is showing his boss the efficient new technology they've installed. She's pleased. But now she's asking, why is that still there? Pascal explains the new fleet-finding darts are more accurate than the old ones. The boss is not so pleased anymore. If you haven't automated your fleet management yet, it's time to get business done better with MTN Business.
Anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth and fresh breath.
I'm a fair missing way.
The patch of Bantama.
Matthias.
That's a cycle.
It's her smile.
The fresh breath.
Me, Jidi said we use to Cal 360 toothpaste. Some kind. Cal 360 toothpaste.
That's Kia. Cal 360 toothpaste. It's a gum protector. Onim jom kasan. Ile hosen. Cal 360 did the way. It's cool mint. Gives me fresh breath and your confidence booster.
Hey, you will so feeling to Kawen in Cal 360 toothpaste.
Happy smile.
Cal 360 toothpaste, anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath. Cal, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
In today's modern world, stairs are a challenge, especially for our elderly and those with health concerns. Navigating them can be difficult and even dangerous, but there's a safer way to move vertically. Lifts and Elevators Limited Company, your answer to a more accessible and secure vertical transportation. Our elevators and escalators, including top-of-the-line pneumatic vacuum elevators, Fuji elevators and escalators, offer a safer and more convenient alternative, eliminating the risks of stairs and enhancing accessibility for homes, businesses, and hospitals. Choose safety and convenience with Lifts and Elevators Limited Company. Elevate your spaces today. For more information, visit our website at www.elevatorsgh.org or call now on 0200-535-515. Lifts and Elevators Limited Company, the elevator people.
Customer, I don't know who to say.
Malaria been actually me on my number still.
One of them give us.
Give us a solid.
Yeah, sorry. What rest of so give us here and turn down.
But you got some. But for me to give us the and turn down.
Give us about me, sir.
Me patron the and turn down.
Customer. Give us that now. Back.
Onuya kayo, oba wa fa furo nom. De o ma no banu fo nom. Akwada wa ni mfie dumie no ono nso nom.
Cratchy, unemu obua unkohwe Dr. Man wo ye den wa.
Oh, me say yamfa no ko ma mi buru wa.
Ayi ma mi ko buru. Ko ni atele be ko. Bra, mo mi yamfa no ko Dr. Man ho. Dr. Man no ya de. Bra, se ba no mpemu adwuma sasabro sro Dr. Man wo ye.
Say ni kemi kwa na meka. Oh no mpemu nim di ono na ye expert nya zanfo no. O akra eni kumasi no mpemu expert yen kan kire o.
Hello, my name is Roland Walker. I'm here at Coastal Park. It's one of the many courts belonging to estate masters, and they are into service plots, property management, and luxury homes. And just in case you want to make that decision to invest into a landed property, estate masters is the right choice to make. If it is from an indenture, a site plan, you want it also barcoded, all is available. You might have heard about Chocoli. It's where we have the next cottage of estate masters. It is not only one of the thriving, but the most inviting landed property sites for you also to invest in. We encourage you, do invest in the next cottage at Chocoli. It is just close to the yet to be demarcated airport. That also will be a valuable property for you to invest in.
Now let me tell you why you should choose Safari Valley as your conference destination.
The new conference building combines modern amenities with the tranquility of nature, providing the perfect backdrop for your next seminar and corporate retreat.
The only conference destination with so many activities. You don't have to travel to visit your tennis club, the gym, or the stables. They have it all.
Enjoy this rooftop viewing deck, basking in the sunlight with the sight of wild animals roaming freely in their natural habitat.
At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
It's a unique experience that sparks creativity and rejuvenates the mind.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
Choose the perfect prize every week and stand to win your choice of exciting prizes. All to get more of what matters to you. Exclusive to Betway. Betway, get way more. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18.
You the answer to my prayers. You're with me everywhere. You're my angel, miracle. You're all I need tonight. Give me shelter from the rain. You breathe life in me again. You're my angel, miracle. You're all I need to know tonight.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luckiest everywhere. 8K. Hey, you can get an 8K. Get that packing so you have to one line. Hey, wait.
You can put it on his tab. This is my man.
Good luck.
Hey,
yo, Bill Radio. We have star 712. It's much more phone. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. Star 712. Now welcome to the luckiest. And now with me at home ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved ones.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Oh.
Let me choose buy tickets for others.
Love you, boo boo.
No, maybe straight to option 4. Now, you need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random tickets. Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses the random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5.
Baby, give me your 5 numbers.
And how much are we buying?
Babe, look at the body and buy you.
With your body,
Hey,
never. Tread cautiously. Now follow the prompts and confirm. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. TNCs apply.
Right, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana live on Metro TV. And get 10% off food, drinks, beauty and cosmetics, home essentials, electrical appliances, mobile phones and accessories, clothing, footwear, made in Ghana goods and so much more at the Momo Cashless Market. You heard right. From the 2nd to the 6th of October at the God Park, Tete Kwashi Interchange, there will be over 100 merchants in one place with amazing discounts for all Momo customers. Fun activities include artist performance, DJs on rotation, board and TV games, kids zone, and giveaways. Join the fun at the God Park, Tete Kwashi Interchange, from the 2nd to the 6th of October 2024. Each day from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and just Momo everywhere you go. And if you're looking for that toothpaste that will take care of the entire family and save you some money, the recommended family toothpaste is Kel 360 toothpaste. This is approved by the Food and Drugs Authority. It provides you and your family with all-round dental protection throughout the day with freshness. Kel 360 toothpaste is good for kids, children and adults. Let your family be a proud family when they step out by constantly using Kel 360 toothpaste. Kel 360 toothpaste brightens your teeth, prevents cavity, and with its cool mint gives you fresh breath throughout the day and protects the gum from decaying. For consistency and quality, use Kel 360 toothpaste. It's another product from Samara Company Limited, producers of Sasos, available in all supermarkets, malls, and provision shops. Call Samara Company on 0246-864-798. Kel 360 toothpaste, happy smile. Well, with me on the show this morning, I have the director of legal affairs of the NDC, and he's a Godwin Edwidge Tamaklo. I'm sure you're waiting for me to mention the other credentials, but that's just fine. The FTs are on a break. Edwidge.
Randy, good morning.
Good morning. That's what? An 8 another umbrella?
Yes, yes. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Choose 8.
To break.
They are 8.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Randy. So, as you're aware,
yes.
H.E. John Dramani Mahama is number 8.
Yes.
Thankfully, the umbrella
yes.
has been a unique NDC symbol.
Yes.
So, I would encourage voters to always look for the umbrella once they look at number 8.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you do it gently. Then you go to the NDC parliamentary, we are number 2. If there is no CPP parliamentary candidate, we are number 2 on the ballot. So it's a very simple thing. Just look for the umbrella and you are good to go.
Okay. Well, also with me on the show this morning is the former Member of Parliament for the Kankwe North constituency, Alhaji Husseini Isa. He's also wearing a suit. I don't know if you'll find a suit on the ballot. Alhaji Ade.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Randy.
When you want to vote for an MVP president,
look for a suit.
Good morning, Randy.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning to Edward. Yes. Good morning to your viewers as well. I'm wearing a suit on my own accord, but I believe that Ghanaians in generality believe that the good Lord lives in heaven. And that when we pray or when we're looking for any supernatural interest in whatever we do, we look up. And so we all be looking up. That's how it's going to become December 7th. You don't have to look anywhere, whether for presidential elections looking for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or in a parliamentary election looking for an NPP candidate, anywhere at all, just look up there. Where you're and also to say that I'm come Saturday, the youth wing of the New Patriotic Party. I'm backing on a massive bold solutions work in Accra, from the Obra Sport to somewhere in Machabuena. So you are all invited to take part. I will be looking forward to see my good friend Edwidge come Saturday. We start at Obra Sport at 8 o'clock. I'll be there, and I'm sure he believes so much in the bold solutions for jobs and businesses in Ghana. So much so that he will be there come Saturday to support the youth wing walk of the New Patriotic Party.
Randy, uniquely, I observed something.
Or even before the program starts.
I noticed that if you look at our presidential balloting systems, in the year 2008, when Mr. Akufo-Addo was the incumbent presidential candidate. Just a minute.
Why don't you say Nana Akufo-Addo? I just note that you like saying Mr. Why? What was it?
No, sometimes I feel like saying Mr. Nana Akufo-Addo feels something.
Yeah.
So I just say.
Because Nana is also more like a title.
The Nana feels like a title for me. So usually I prefer.
Yeah, but I am taking note of you, Mr. But
but you
I just.
Well, I take exception to it.
I don't take exception to it, but I just want to know the thinking behind it.
No. It's because I don't feel comfortable saying Mr. Nanado. I don't,
okay.
So
you could say His Excellency Nanado Danko.
Oh, very well. So the President Nanado.
Exactly.
Okay. Right. So if you look, when you were then candidate,
Randy is amazed.
The Nana even means that you should even say His Excellency. His Excellency, His Royal Highness.
Can you imagine?
So we'll deal with it. But you see, Randy, if you look, Royal Highness.
In the year 2008, when then candidate Akufo-Addo, he picked number 1. you know.
The year what?
2008. Then incumbent presidential candidate. He picked number 1 and lost.
And the second round? There were 2 rounds.
No.
2008, yes.
No,
there were even 3 rounds.
No, I'm saying that the election that he lost
there were 3 rounds.
Was the year 2000 election, and he lost.
Yeah, but the elections were 3 rounds.
I am just looking at a situation where, right, picking one with the historical antecedent that I've provided really shows where, like, history is about to repeat itself.
Yeah, but you see,
and uniquely, it was the 2 pair in 2008, or you change
until 2016. Since 1992, every president we've had in this country had John in his name one way or the other. Until the jinx was broken in 2016.
Akufo-Addo had John in his name.
No, he didn't. So he broke the jinx in 2016.
But he lost 2000.
He lost. And I'm saying that until then, every John, until then.
Akufo-Addo was won and lost.
You see, you've made a fabulous point.
Do you admit that?
What? In 2008, there were 3 rounds. There were 3 rounds in 2008.
There was only 1 election.
There were 3 rounds of elections, including time.
Are you suggesting that because there were 3 rounds, he didn't lose the election?
The final of the 3 determined who went to the Jubilee House.
This is why the street.
So he didn't lose the election.
If the first 2 were that's
no, so he didn't lose the election.
Oh, he lost the election.
Yeah,
but
so
I'm saying that.
25.
There were 3 rounds of elections in 2008.
Okay.
3 rounds.
All right, let's move on.
But then again, I wanted to make a point. I mean, with this whole thing, I mean, until 2016, I mean, since 1992, all our presidents, all those who won the presidential elections again, had John in their name one way or the other until Nana Addo Akufo-Addo won in 2016. So all of this is not. Sorry?
Until a William won.
Those are your words, not mine.
Anyway, okay. So, Eduji, you by virtue of your profession, you have been frequenting the courts, and
that's where I make my living.
Okay, all right, okay, and the were you in court yesterday to defend? You are director of legal for the NDC. Were you in court yesterday to defend the 39 of your supporters who were...
As the legal put it, right?
It started from yesterday. So.
Randy, yesterday in the morning, I have someone who early morning, he sends newspaper headlines, you know. So when I saw yesterday's headline, with the indication that 43 NDC protesters grabbed, I became apprehensive. My apprehension stemmed from the fact that having characterized the protesters as NDC members, they were going to be refused bail.
Oh.
And lo and behold, around 3 to 4 p.m., when I make inquiries, I was informed that the protesters have been denied bail. And for the first time in many years, protesters have been remanded for 2 weeks. I don't remember the last time people went on street protests. They got arrested and remanded for 2 weeks. In fact, I went online just to see if I'll get stories pop up about situations where protesters, and you see, usually on matters like this, it's the police prosecutors who go to courts if there's any problem or other, or maybe you went on protest without notice to the police, so the police will go to court to prosecute. Uniquely, Randy, the Attorney General is the one prosecuting these people. The Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana decided to take the matter from the police to prosecute.
That's lawful.
I'm not saying the unlawfulness of it. What I am saying is that there is a reason why the Attorney General had given the police the opportunity to prosecute. Usually, when the matter involves high crime, a very serious offense, then the Attorney General can. Randy, look at the charges that the Attorney General had decided to, as it were, against the accused persons. Count 1. Conspiracy to commit crime, namely unlawful assembly. Contrary to sections 23 and 202 of the Criminal Offences Act. Unlawful assembly. Our Attorney General is in court prosecuting people for unlawful assembly. And the most bizarre aspect of it is that upon all of this characterization, and in fact today, Daily Guide repeated, and I want to say that the Attorney General decided to do this prosecution because, to his mind, these are NDC protesters. And look, today, the Daily Guide again repeats it. 39 NDC protesters caged. Consistent characterization to have a particular effect on the person adjudicating the matter. 2 weeks, Madam Judge. 2 weeks for whatever it is.
So this is what the lawyers for the Democracy Hub are saying. So counsel for the 46 protesters who are arrested has criticized the actions of the Ghana Police Service, accusing them of acting in bad faith and violating the rights of the protesters. You recall that about quite a number of newspapers carried stories hailing the police for their conduct, that the police had done an excellent job, and they were referring to, I think, people like Alote Jacobs and some others as a source for the commendation to the police. Yes. Now, Prince Ganaku expressed frustration over the police's handling of the protest and how it undermined the very essence of the law they claim to enforce. Quote, "This is not about enforcing the law. It has never been about enforcing the law." He raised concerns about the police's decision to secure an ex parte injunction just 2 days before the protest, despite having received notification months in advance. Quote, "If they were acting in bad faith, they would have gone to court 3 months ago. What they chose to do was wait, act in bad faith, and go to court 2 days before the protest to get an ex parte injunction." Mr. Ganaku highlighted the tactics employed by the police, particularly in denying the protesters access to legal representation. Says the police take the protesters, drive around with them, turn around and come back. You ask where the protesters are, and they don't let you see them. Lawyers have gone to the police station to see their clients, and there's an order from above that nobody should be allowed to see anybody. He explained, criticizing the police for playing a cat-and-mouse game with the legal process. The lawyer also condemned the police for abusing their power and acting as though they were above the law. If I should mention the institution that abuses their power in this country, you know who comes to mind. It is the Ghana Police Service. So this is not about enforcing the law, because there's nobody more lawless than the Ghana Police Service. Prince Ganaku's concern goes beyond the actions of the police, as he pointed to the complicity of the courts in the matter. He says the courts are, in a sense, complicit in endorsing the tactics of the police. The Supreme Court has already settled the issue of the right to protest. Yet we still have the police overreaching and trying to make themselves regulators of a right that's inherent in all of us, with a tacit and express endorsement of the court. He continued by stressing that the police and courts were working in concert to suppress the rights of the protesters. The police are behaving as though the government has entered into a joint venture with the courts to suppress protest. The people under whose authority this has gotten so bad live in mansions. Their kids go to school abroad and they have double passports. They are the new colonial masters. And he argues that the arrest of the protesters and refusal to grant them bail is a deliberate attempt to discourage activism and silence dissenting voices. You don't want a system where people internalize their frustration and feel as though the entire government machinery is against them. That is a recipe for disaster. He warned, citing past instances in Ghana's history where military interventions were preceded by a culture of silence. And he expressed his commitment to defending the protesters and ensuring the rights are upheld. Quote, "If I have to, I will apply for a copy of the court proceedings and publish it online. Let everyone see the arguments made by both sides and draw their conclusions." Says that the fight against galamsey continues. His sharp critique of the police and the judiciary raises important questions about the balance between maintaining order and protecting the fundamental rights of citizens. And I've seen a letter from the lawyers of Oliver Bakavomawo. And this is to the Commander, Greater Accra Regional Command. It says, request for urgent medical care. I'll be grateful if you could promptly procure professional medical care for Mr. Oliver Mausi Bakavomawo, who turned himself into your custody at 2:46 p.m. yesterday, September 23, 2024. So that must be 2 days ago. This request derives from the recommendation from a preliminary medical examination which was conducted on Mr. Bakavomawo after he was taken seriously ill earlier this evening. Additionally, we find it necessary to bring the following to your attention. A, that the police medical care was not extended to Mr. Bakavomawo, and B, that the private medical care which we procured for him had to wait at the police station entrance for hours to be allowed access to him. And it's signed by Justice Remsai, who is his lawyer.
So, you see, so Randy, the point. I'll just take you through this other count 6. Defacement of public notice, contrary to section 38 of PNDC law 284. And now it says, quote, it names the individuals and say, you intentionally destroy election posters, banners, and billboards of political parties. Which political parties? Because the NDC had not put up any criminal complaint. You know what? Criminal complaints that our billboard or posters have been destroyed. Maybe the MPP has. We never did. So when the Attorney General puts in the particulars that political parties, he didn't say political party. Billboards have been, hold on please, I beg you. Billboards have been destroyed. And for that matter, he's in court prosecuting these individuals. It tells you the level of dishonesty, the mischief that this Attorney General is associated with. And you see, the pain I have is that, look, what exactly is the basis of this protest? The videos I have watched, the protesters denounce both NDC and MPP, and that they feel strongly that the political establishment could do more about the galamsey issue. And so they never left any political party out of the conversation. But conveniently, they were described as NDC protesters. Aye. So, by a newspaper associated with the New Patriotic Party, the Daily Guide. And that's and the reason, please. And the reason is simple. To actually, you know, what shall I say? To one way or the other, incite the courts against them. Look, I take this thing very strongly. I hardly do this. Because, look, I've gone through all the precedents just to see an instance where protesters were remanded for 2 weeks on the basis that they protested. And I've struggled. And if you look at the proceeding, because yesterday I called the Lawyers Association, I wanted to understand what transpired in court. What was the Attorney General's posture? What reason did the judge give for remanding them for 2 weeks? Nothing whatsoever. So it's effectively like, we'll show you where power lies. Look, Randy, if you look at this galamsey issue, on the campaign, I've had to move from here by road to Sefirioso, to Bodi, to Dwabeso. Look, before you get into Wasakropo, Randy, both sides of the road, you will see openly the water bodies, people in the water bodies working. We have over 40,000 police officers in this country, over 13,000 soldiers in this country. None of them has the capacity to fight it. IGP Dampare is interested in arresting protesters instead of galamseyers. People who have their champagne directly on water bodies, not lawful mining. People with champagne machines on our water bodies, IGP can see them with his 40,000 policemen They are not interested in effecting the arrest. What they are interested in is arresting innocent protesters. IGP Dampari, look, you have obtained a very dubious distinction for the things that you are doing. In fact, when you got appointed, and I saw you were a PhD holder and others, I was pleased within me that a certain finesse, I will see a different policing. What you have turned your office into, more like a Gestapo. The Nazi police squad that they used to arrest Jews, that's what you have turned the service with integrity into. Mr. IGP, this morning, I am speaking more directly to you. Forever, you will be remembered as the IGP who arrested protesters against galamsey. Galamsey that your office had the authority and mandate to stop 40,000 officers. If you go to Chifopraso, if you're on the bridge, you will see people openly doing galamsey in the River Pra. IGP Dampari, you have a special office called the Police Intelligence Directorate. So that intelligence directorate that you have established, they don't have intelligence on the people doing galamsey on our water bodies, but you are interested in arresting lawful protesters. Mr. IGP, don't reduce the Ghana police into a Akufo-Addo police. Don't reduce the Ghana police into a regime police. Because you see, the whole international community are watching us. Look, and some of the videos, openly, are we saying that the IGP is incapacitated? He cannot see these people? And when Ghanaian citizens take it upon themselves to draw the attention of duty bearers to the devastating impact, you arrest them and remand them for 2 weeks. Rather curiously, the MPP parliamentary candidate for Wasa East, Ernest Frimpong, who openly, together with the Western Regional Minister, were seen either conspiring or meeting to take a decision to attack soldiers who come or stop galamsey activities. Did any judge remand him for 2 weeks? Randy, did any judge in Ghana here remand the parliamentary candidate who was seen in a viral video?
But he's not gone to court. He was invited by the police. He went there, they took his statement. End of story. Yeah, end of story.
Because as for him, Billy Guide will not publish him as MPP Galamsey or supporting Galamsey. Look, I have this, and for our judges, with the greatest respect, you are the bastion of this democracy. So whatever you do, either give validation to executive action or provides a check. This decision by this judge to remand this protester 2 weeks is a retrogression of the gains that we have made. Sometimes I ask myself, if today we have a court to decide MPP versus IGP, I've always been wondering if the outcome will be the same. When in the 90s, the MPP had written that they wanted to go and celebrate the birthday of J.B. Dankwa, and the IGP said no, they needed permission. The MPP went to the Supreme Court. That Supreme Court, in fact, that set of Supreme Court judges, who in a very courageous, bold manner said, listen, one of the things that sustains a democracy is the ability of people to freely demonstrate. the ability for people to even vent out whatever frustration they have. That progressive decision of the Supreme Court, consistently, all we have done is to water down the impact. And yesterday's decision to remand the protesters was like to basically undermine that Supreme Court decision. There was no justifiable basis for remanding those protesters for 2 weeks. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And sometimes I played with our judges. Can you imagine one day reading your CV as a judge and it being recorded, Madam Judge who remanded protesters for 2 weeks for fighting against galamsey? Would you want to have that CV? It is not good enough. It is not fair. The problem of galamsey, the menace of galamsey. Look, Randy, today women go to give birth and their children are without limbs, without genitalia. And young men have taken it upon themselves that it is their future. Akufo-Addo is 80 years. What does he have to lose if our water bodies are destroyed? Please. What does he have to lose? At 80, he drinks treated water, bottled water. He doesn't care. That person in danger, Chifopraso, Bimpoeja, who is drinking from polluted, heavily metal-laden water. Can you just put yourself in their shoes for a minute? And young people of this country have taken it upon themselves that will not sit down for our future to be destroyed. We are calling duty bearers to bring themselves back to the conversation. Then you say they should go and sleep in Nsawam for 2 weeks just to show them where power lies. If this attorney general has any, decency left to him, he should go and withdraw the charges. Because this is bad enough. It doesn't send a good message. Look, there was a UK attorney general, so you come. A UK attorney general. Oh. Those days, please.
What do you mean I'll come? Are you the moderator?
Oh, no. I mean, when I come, who else will come?
You actually.
Randy. There was this UK attorney general. And for a long time, the activities of this Irish guy, the Ireland, their fights. So they arrested these Irish protesters, among others. The Attorney General, when he got the opportunity, you know how he said it? He said, look, yes, what these guys have done doesn't really make sense. But I will not be the Attorney General to prosecute them, to make them a martyr for the Irish. I won't do it. That is what an Attorney General with sobriety does. What is all this fool soldierism? Always it's about, NDC protesters. So let's put them in jail for 2 weeks. An attorney general who even talks to accused persons. Okay. Nobody has taken you on, and you are doing this. Okay. Sometimes you look at what the message, the benevolence that you have enjoyed, to look at how you place other people in situations. All right. These are the martyrs against the fight against galamsey. And their voice. Look, I always say this, but I'll conclude on this. You see, when you cut the tongue of a man, the only message you are sending across is that you are afraid of what you say. You can't silence these protesters, whether through the court process or whatever. They will come back stronger to fight against this menace of galamsey. Shameful.
Randy, good morning. And good morning again to Ejodi Tamaklo. Good to see you. Very. Randy, I am an avid believer in democracy. And I believe in the right to demonstrate when there are issues that you feel very hard about. And personally, I've been involved in quite a number of demonstrations. I mean, in matters that I found of interest. I mean, from the days of Kumipreko and all, I have been very active when it comes to demonstration, cost sharing once I was a student and all of that. So I would support anybody who gets out on the streets to demonstrate on any matter that of interest to them. I mean, it's what actually helps us build the democracy that we all signed up to today, and it's what will develop our governance system. Randy, in demonstrating or showing how you feel about some of these issues, it is very necessary that you do it within the ambit of the law. There are two principal acts: the Criminal Offences Act and, of course, the Public Order Act, which stipulates the rights of the person willing and wishing or hoping to demonstrate, what you should do before, what you should do during, and even after your demonstration. This morning, my colleague here is very finding issues with the IGP, the Attorney General, and even the courts. I mean, for a lawyer of his stature. Randy, we have a Criminal Offences Act that gives the Attorney General the right to go to court on any criminal matter. Because when there's a criminal matter, it's an individual against the state. And the Attorney General is the principal lawyer for the state. So for the Attorney General to take on anybody who is been accused in a court, I find nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. If in the past, the police has prosecuted these matters, and today, the Attorney General finds it convenient or necessary to go to court on behalf of the state, it is the way it is done. And for a lawyer to question that, I'm struggling. Why would you want to question the Attorney General for going to do what the Constitution mandates him to do in court? What is the principal worry that Edwiji Tamaklo has this morning? The daily guide is purported to address this accused people or the people under investigations as NDC operatives. Are those the words of NDC protesters? I mean, this is the daily guide. The daily guide is also enjoying the freedoms that's our Constitution guarantees in this country. So far as it is not offending or it is not against any act or anything. I don't think that the daily guide is its opinion or the editorial opinion of the paper.
That is not an editorial.
It is not an editorial, but it is the opinion. The paper is experienced. From where the paper sits. From where the paper sits. From where the paper sits.
I beg you, with the greatest of respect.
Wait. Randy.
You know, I've been listening to you,
Randy,
but I beg you. Will you listen to me for 10 seconds?
I am listening to you.
Just 10 seconds. With the greatest of respect, don't go into the arena you are getting into.
The daily guide is not the official spokesperson.
Oh no, that's not what.
The daily guide does not speak for government.
Chief.
And so, if the daily guide decides to describe.
Chief, I beg you.
Me too.
No, I beg you. I'm saying that you were talking about opinion and editorial, and I'm telling you that what is there is neither an opinion nor an editorial.
It's a reportage.
Yes.
It's a reportage.
So you are not entitled to your opinion.
So the daily guide
you are not entitled to your own set of facts. That's all.
The daily guide decides to report the protest in that manner. Daily guide is not an
and the evidence is what? If you read the stories, the evidence is what?
It's their decision to report it like that. I don't know the evidence that they have.
But evidence must be in the story.
I am still holding the fact that they, from whatever evidence they have, maybe we could decide. We can decide.
We don't even have to screen some of these things. You don't even waste your time on it.
Randy, we can decide.
Don't waste your time on this.
We can decide to scroll down. We can decide to scroll down to where and why the daily guide wants to describe this accused protesters as NDC people. It's a matter for another day's discussion. Edwiji is talking and speaking directly to the IGP. I am not a spokesperson for the police service. I am not here to defend them. But I think that the police also has a role to ensure that, and they are the arbiter, to ensure that as long as the rights of the protester is being protected, for those of us who have also decided not to be part of the protest, our rights will also be upheld. What happened over the weekend? It's something that had been brewing for a while. They had applied to the police. The police found it right to go to the court as described by the Public Order Act. If the police at one point thinks that your protest, it is not, or is something that will also go against someone else's rights, the police has a right to work and engage the protesters. This is not the only protest that we have seen in recent weeks. Not too long ago, the NDC were on the streets. We didn't see some of these things happening. Randy, over the weekend, I have seen videos of policemen being physically manhandled. I have seen videos of somebody going to take a key from the police vehicle. I have seen videos of people pushing police barricades. I don't know where to situate this within the law. I don't know where to situate this within the law. In fact, in one of the videos, I saw a distressed pedestrian or a motorist who had engaged the protesters and saying that, look, you are blocking a major road leading to a major hospital like 37. And I heard one of the protesters saying that, well, in any case, Ghana Moano, the exact words. And I find that very, very, very offensive. Because if I were caught up in traffic on Saturday or Sunday, leading or heading towards 37 Military Hospital, and this thing happens, only God knows the number of people who were caught up in the blockade and what happened to them and where they want to go or where they could go to seek for any justice to be done for them. As to what transpired in the courts, Randy, I still think that we have all agreed that in this democratic dispensation, the law courts are the last institutions that will uphold our rights. And it is not out of place for matters to go to court, for the court to adjourn the matters pending further investigations and all of that. It is not the first time. So I find it very difficult situating the worry in here. Maybe there are more things that I need to know. But from what I know now, somebody being under arrest, going to court, and being put in either police custody or prison custody. It's the
I'm told that one of the accused is even a four-month old pregnant lady.
And Randy, at the point of arrest, I mean, for a pregnant woman, I don't know the circumstances. I have not, I don't have all the facts. But at the point of arrest, I am not too sure that the police argued whether or not she was pregnant before arresting her. I am not too sure her role she played. I am not too sure what happened. But I am sure that there were many more people who took part in this protest over the weekend who were not arrested. There were many more. Maybe thousands who were there, who took part and did whatever they had to do within the confines of the law, who finished whatever protest and went home. Without being arrested.
Okay, so
it's difficult.
There were protesters.
Yeah.
And
Randy, even
they
before he
blocked a road that they shouldn't have blocked.
No, a very major road. 37 Military Hospital.
Let's say they blocked
in a security zone.
Let's say they blocked the entrance
in a military zone.
Look,
leading to 37 Military Hospital.
In fact, they blocked the entrance.
Where did you go?
They blocked the entrance of the Jubilee House. They blocked the entrance of the Jubilee House.
Yeah.
Let's say they blocked the entrance of the Jubilee House. Okay. And somebody took the key from a police towing vehicle and attempted to run away.
Imagine that.
And when they were chasing him, he threw the key down.
You think that?
Let's not do this. And somebody took the key from a towing car and then threw it away, like some high school thing. They threw it away and then.
Not just somebody, Oliver Voma from the video that I've seen.
Yeah, it's him.
A lawyer.
It's him. We showed the video 20 times yesterday.
Oh, okay.
It's him.
Right.
Now, so they are arrested. And they are put behind bars.
No, he actually escaped. He
wasn't arrested.
He wasn't arrested. He reported himself. When the police had put up notice that he was under.
I'm focused on the others who were arrested.
Okay, right.
And they are put in police cells for 2 days, 42 hours. They are arraigned 48 hours. Sorry, they are arraigned before court. They come to court. They are arraigned before court, and they are remanded in court, in prison custody to appear in 2 weeks. For what reason?
I have
what plausible reason can there be for 2 weeks? What plausible reason can there be?
I wasn't in court just like him. I wasn't in court just like him.
What plausible reason can there be?
I wasn't in court just like him.
Especially you. I
wasn't in court just like him.
That they misbehaved. There's no doubt about that.
By switching a police car off. Granted, whatever it is 2 weeks remand.
He was trying to get in touch with the lawyers who were in court to get to the facts or whatever.
I've read to you what the lawyers have said, but I'm saying the facts are that those who were arrested, they were taken into police custody. They were there for 2 days. 48 hours. No law was broken. No law was broken, but they were there for 2 days. No law was broken. They were arraigned before court. And the court is remanding them for 2 weeks to reappear after 2 weeks. What reason could there be?
Randy, I am.
How do you even rationalize this?
The offenses as he read.
Yeah.
I want defacing of a billboard,
unlawful
assembly, unlawful assembly.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why.
For 2 weeks.
A reason why people who have already been in cells for 48 hours should be remanded for another 2 weeks.
Randy, Section 9 F of the Public Order Act, right? Anybody who acts contrary to any provisions in Section 3 commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding old currency 2 million or imprisonment for a term not exceeding 1 year or to both.
We are not there yet. We are not there yet.
We are not there yet.
Yes.
We are not there yet.
Yes.
At this time.
Yes.
At this time. What I know pertains in the courts is that this is the first appearance, right? It's more or less the accused being introduced to the courts, and their lawyers coming in to stand in for them.
You don't know what. I am telling you that your parliamentary candidate for Wasa East. No, hold on. Your parliamentary candidate for Wasa East was caught on video instigating galamseyers to attack military officers.
In the presence of the regional
minister. In the presence of the chairman of Rexec.
Instigating them. And the police invited him.
I beg you. He was never taken to court.
Went on your being and Kweku Boy.
No, you are in charge of the laws of this country.
Nobody invited.
Why didn't you? If what you were doing was unlawful.
I am not the police, so it's very difficult for you to ask me why Kweku Boy and Tony Obin were not invited.
If what they were doing was unlawful.
I am not the police.
I am saying that the Ghana police invited your man and built
Is this the one you're referring to?
Yes. The point needs to be made.
Watch it.
The point needs to be made that people are left in police or prison custody to allow for further investigations.
Further investigation into what?
But
into the blocking of a road or the removal of a key from a towing truck.
Randy.
What is that to investigate?
I have said I am not a mouthpiece of the AG. I am not a mouthpiece of the police. But for me, an ordinary Ghanaian, looking at what transpired over the weekend and the extent of lawlessness, you have the right to demonstrate. Nobody's taking. Me, I will protect the right of every Ghanaian to go on the streets and demonstrate on any matter of interest to you. I will defend that to any extent that I can. Why would you go there and then the paraphernalia of my political party? That's offensive. That's offensive. Can you imagine if the other side found that offensive to the extent that they had also marched? Look,
In fact, your national
when we
youth
marched
organizer
in 1995,
what did it happen?
You know what caused the death of Ahuno Hunger and the likes in Komepekom? There was a counter demonstration. Mm-hmm. There was a counter demonstration. Mm-hmm. That's today the other people who do not go and demonstrate today will not do that to avert any of such casualties.
They do not do it.
Like they will not do that. Anybody opposed to this whatever the democratic
you called for a counter demonstration.
Who called for a counter demonstration?
Your national youth organizer was even there.
No,
you are not aware.
No, he didn't call for a counter demonstration.
What did they do?
He had warned.
To 37.
He had warned that.
No, he went there.
If the demonstrators continue to destroy our party paraphernalia, then they will be forced. Then they will be forced. He did not call for a counter. Nobody on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday went on a counter demonstration to what the
I said Salam was there.
He was there and he engaged the police.
No, he engaged the protesters.
Lawfully, he engaged the police. You cannot show me a video of him engaging any protester. I have seen a video of him engaging the police lawfully. What any lawful citizen should do. He engaged the police. And his point was that if these people continued to destroy our party paraphernalia, look, it costs money to put those things out there. And for somebody to think that because I'm opposed to this political party, I'm going to take advantage of this demonstration and destroy.
Since you are talking about lawful and unlawful things.
Yeah.
If somebody were to destroy your property, what would be the lawful way?
I'll engage the police. Just like Salam did. I'll report to the police.
You will do it?
I'll report to the police.
Is that what happened?
But that's what Salam did. He engaged the police.
You mobilize your party supporters to the demonstration.
To engage the police, he never engaged any demonstrator at any point. I have not seen any video to that extent. I have not seen any video to that extent. The video that I've seen on Salam.
If I want to lodge a complaint to the police,
you go to another police station. It's not police station.
I will engage the police, whether the police is at the police station, whether the police is wherever the
37 is police station.
Wherever the police is, it is the police.
People are watching you.
Wherever the police is the police. I saw Salam engage the police. Salam and his guys did not go to the venue to engage a protester. And trust me, we could have done it if we wanted to.
And you see, Randy.
But because we are lawful and we will leave everything within the ambit of the law, that is why we engaged the police and told them that if these people continued to destroy it, when in Ghana has this thing happened?
No, you told the police that what?
They should protect
our
paraphernalia.
You told the police that what? If they continue,
but of course,
yes.
Of course, we engage the police.
And you told them what?
If they continue, we will be forced to also destroy theirs. But that is not what happened.
You will destroy theirs.
Of course.
The democracy have what do they have that you will destroy?
Oh my Lord, Randy, please come on.
and you see,
no, I just want to learn.
On this platform, the impression is being created. The impression is being created that it was the protesters who blocked the road. That's bare-faced lies. The police themselves.
It's my turn, not your turn.
I thought you had done. The police themselves.
Look, the police are blocked
the road.
No. The police are blocked one bit of the road, and they had also gone ahead to block the other bit, making it impossible to move from anywhere between airport and 37.
The precinct of 37. That's
to the extent that they were playing football on the streets. Some were lying in the streets. The barricades that the police had put were pushed down.
Chief,
what sort of lawlessness is this?
Let me read this.
So that's the damage.
Chief,
come on.
Chief, let me read this.
To the extent that...
Hold on, let me read this to you. And probably my producer can put it up. Quote, I mean my words. I'm not a braggart, and I'm not a coward. Anyone who knows well, I'm sure who knows me well, will tell you that I stand by my words. I am a no-nonsense person. When I die, I want to be remembered as a person stands firm by his word. I'm sure the person who stood firm by his word.
No, sir.
I'm sure maybe he was upset when he was writing. The youth wing that I lead will not blink. It will not yield, and it can't be intimidated. It's not just words but action. This afternoon, we were on the streets looking for some idiots to discipline. We fear not. Kudos to Nana Lloyd, J. Hyde, Prince Obi, and my entire crew and youth organizers. This is Salam Mustafa's post 3 days ago.
Does it look like
on
somebody
Facebook.
engaging
See, I'll tell you.
Does it look like somebody engaging the police? You see,
there were videos.
His statement has this
on social media. There were videos
you don't
on social
know
media.
What you were defending.
There were videos on social media showing people destroying our billboards. People destroying our billboards, whether they were members of.
But that's the question I asked you.
Whether or not they were members of the Democracy Hub, whether or not they were members of the NDC, we couldn't tell.
Mm-hmm.
And if me, I had installed a billboard, and I see on social media somebody staring it down, I will go look for the person.
And discipline the person.
I'll go look for the person.
I thought that you were the person talking about law.
I will go look for the person.
Lawful and unlawful.
Chief,
just hold on. I thought you were the person speaking about law and unlawful.
Yeah.
And quoting sections of the law to us. And just telling us a few moments ago that what your youth organizer did was only to go and report to the police.
To the police, yeah.
I've read to you what he wrote to them.
You see, Randy, his words were to the police.
Look at that.
What I read was to the police.
Oh, look at that. You don't have the video, I'll give you the video for you.
I said what I read.
If you don't have the video, I'll give you the video.
This morning, don't do your daughter.
If you don't have the video, I will give you the video to play.
She's watching you.
So the Facebook post was to the police.
That's a
This afternoon we were on the streets looking for some idiots to discipline.
You can't tell me that they engaged anybody or physically assaulted anybody. No, it didn't happen.
But listen to what the man is saying.
It didn't happen. He did not go attacking anybody, whether the person was a protester or the Democracy or not. No, he didn't. He engaged the police. Love as what a lawful, law-abiding citizen has to do. That's what Salam and his people did. We didn't go doing counter demonstrations, but trust me, we could have done it if we wanted to be unlawful. But the people that we are, our belief in democracy puts a brake on us. We cannot do that. We will seek and use
I should believe what you are saying.
That are open. Of course.
No, hold on. I should believe what you are saying as against the words of the person who led the action.
Randy.
Is that what you are?
There was no action. What I'm saying is that Salam and his boys did not undertake any unlawful act. They didn't. And nobody can prove to me this morning that they did anything wrong. They didn't.
When somebody posts on his Facebook that he was going to discipline.
It's they engage the police.
Discipline.
They engage the police. And that is what we
should have. It's one of the charges against the protesters' unlawful assembly.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And mobilizing your people on the street without
nobody mobilized anybody.
You didn't hear him. He said he and his boys.
Nobody mobilized anybody.
That's an assembly.
They went to engage the police, and that point
that's an assembly. IGP Dampari is not interested. That's an assembly.
Let's take a break.
Going to
Do you know someone who's making a difference in your community? Someone whose selfless actions and dedication to helping others deserves recognition? Then it's time to celebrate these incredible individuals on MTN Heroes of Change.
It's time to nominate those selfless individuals to win 100,000 Ghana cedis and other cash prizes and be crowned MTN Hero of Change. You can also nominate a blogger or someone in the digital space and any of the media houses to win our new category of Digital Hero and Media Hero of Change. Just fill an online nomination form at mtn.com.gh or send a WhatsApp with a 1-minute video of your nominee's project on 055-141-1122. Deadline for nominations is 18th October 2024, so don't waste time. Nominate your hero now.
MTN Heroes of Change. Be the change you wish to see.
Experience the enhanced protection of Star Motor Third Party Extra from Star Assurance, an enhanced motor third party insurance policy that provides cover for loss or damage to your vehicle's windscreens, side mirrors, back glass, and other glass components. Whether it's a crack or major damage, you can drive with the assurance that your vehicle is well protected. Our commitment to you includes affordable coverage options and a claims process that is both fast and straightforward, so you spend less time dealing with paperwork and more time on the road. Also, we have proudly partnered with Hope for Little Lives, an organization dedicated to supporting children in need. By choosing Star Motor Third Party Extra, you're protecting your vehicle and making a positive impact. Every policy you buy helps bring joy and support to children in underserved communities. Reach out to us now on our toll-free numbers 0800-177-177 or 0302-245-906 to sign up. Let us help you drive with peace of mind and purpose. Star Motor Third Party Extra. Drive with confidence, give back with heart.
Star Assurance, your solid partner.
Choose the perfect prize for you every week and stand to win your choice of exciting prizes, all to get more of what matters to you. Exclusive to Betway. Betway, get way more. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18.
Using Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture, brought to you by Koa Research and Manufacturing Limited Company, proudly made in Ghana. Formulated to support your general well-being. For those seeking immune system support, there is Koa Plus Mixture. Support your body's defenses and stay strong. When it comes to combating malaria, Koa MT Mixture will aid your treatments. For effective relief from malaria symptoms, try Koa MT Mixture. Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture are not recommended for pregnant women, lactating mothers, and children under 12 years. Always take a malaria test before using Koa MT Mixture. Choose Koa Mixture, Koa Plus Mixture, and Koa MT Mixture for your health needs. Available now at pharmacies nationwide. For bulk purchases, contact 0244-726611 or 0591-565-778. This advert is
anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath.
I'm a fat missy way.
The patcho bantama.
Machasi. It's her smile.
The fresh breath.
Me Jidi said we use Cal 360 toothpaste. Some kind.
Cal 360 toothpaste.
Gaskia, Cal 360 toothpaste. It's a gum protector. Onim jom kasa. Kile hosing. Cal 360 did the way. It's cool mint. Gives me fresh breath and your confidence booster.
You will see so feeling when you know Cal 360 toothpaste. Happy smile.
Cal 360 toothpaste, anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath. Cal, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
In today's modern world, stairs are a challenge, especially for our elderly and those with health concerns. Navigating them can be difficult and even dangerous, but there's a safer way to move vertically. Lifts and Elevators Limited Company, your answer to a more accessible and secure vertical transportation. Our elevators and escalators, including top-of-the-line pneumatic vacuum elevators, Fuji elevators and escalators, offer a safer and more convenient alternative, eliminating the risks of stairs and enhancing accessibility for homes, businesses, and hospitals. Choose safety and convenience with Lifts and Elevators Limited Company. Elevate your spaces today. For more information, visit our website at www.elevatorsgh.org or call now on 0200-535-515. Lifts and Elevators Limited Company, the elevator people.
Welcome to Rehoboth Havens, a tranquil oasis in the serene surroundings of Aye Mensa Danfa. Discover Sand Bay, our 3-bedroom homes that redefine comfort and affordability, along with cozy 2-bedroom options that make you feel right at home. Designed with your family's safety, comfort, and convenience in mind, these homes offer a blend of luxury and practicality. Imagine living in a space where every corner feels like home. Your dream home is closer than you think. Experience the perfect balance of serenity and city life at Aye Mensa Danfa. Ready to make your housing dream a reality? Visit us today at 145 North Legon, Accra, or call us at +233 553 751 933 or +233 206 823 524. For our UK clients, you can reach us on +44 190 853 3149 or +44 791 737 6631. Visit www.rehobothsocialhousing.com to learn more. Rehoboth Social Housing, where your housing dream become a reality.
The luckiest
*712#.
Luck is everywhere.
8K. Hey, you get an 8K. Get that packing so you have to come out. Wallah. Hey, wait.
You go put it on his tab. This is my man. Good luck.
Hey, yo, Bill radio. We have *712#. It's much phone. I'm on dialing the magic numbers. *712#. Now welcome to the luckiest. And I'm with me at home ticket. You can buy for yourself or your loved one.
Mommy, tell mommy who's here.
You're buying for me, right?
Or who else?
Oh.
Let's choose buy tickets for adults.
Love you, boo boo.
Maybe straight to option 4. Now, you need to buy tickets worth 50 Ghana to qualify. Yes, you can buy random or preferred tickets. I'm choosing random tickets. Listen, if you buy the random ticket, the system chooses a random number for you. But if you buy the preferred, you get to input your own preferred 5 digits. 5.
Baby, give me your 5 numbers.
And how much are we buying?
Babe, look at the body and buy you.
With your body,
Hey,
there tread cautiously. Now follow the prompts and confirm. Now the luckiest.
The luckiest is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform, not for persons below 18 years. TNCs apply.
Right, welcome back to the show. If you just joined us, this is Good Morning Ghana Live on Metro TV. Still with me on the show, I have Councillor Duji Tamakula and Alaji Hussein Issa. Now with Betway, you're guaranteed to get more chances to play. Betway's Pick Your Prize lets you choose your preferred promotion to make the perfect sports bet every week, from payout boost to cashback. Plus, you would also stand a chance to choose your own prize, from vouchers to electronics and a grand prize of an airline ticket. Visit betway.com.gh to find out more. Terms and conditions apply. This is regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more. And enjoying the fruits of your labor is as important as enjoying the mansions of your labor. The pains of climbing the stairs, especially not with exercising, could be excruciating irrespective of your age. But worry no more. Lift and elevators have got you covered. With the best portable American pneumatic vacuum elevators on the market today. It's a simple self-supported elevator for both homes and offices. And guess what? It can lift your goods too. Wheelchairs can fit in and they come in 3 custom-made models. It's affordable and can be installed within 3 days. Visit Lift and Elevators at Sakumono or just call them on 0200-535-515 or send a mail to elevatorsgh@gmail.com for consultations and the best solutions in easy vertical movement. All right. So, gentlemen, Alaji, we keep seeing depressing videos and pictures of galamsey in this country. And yesterday, I think somewhere in the evening, my producer even sent me a video of somebody who said that the person lives at Laboni, and that when they opened the tap, the quality of the water that came through the tap, just Laboni. She sent the video to me. Maybe she might play it for us to see. I knew it wasn't her because that's not her. So that's it. That's there. This is somebody who says that this is what they saw. This is actually what they saw when they opened the taps and their homes. But there is this gentleman. Yesterday, I spoke about him. He's been taking pictures of. Is he a demo? Not Srem. He's Srem, yes, but not Srem side a lawyer. Srem.
No, so they are all size.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And he's been, because I've been seeing his photographs for over a year, you know, and he's been taking pictures of. And yesterday I showed some. I mean, I don't know what is really left of many parts of this country, and I'm sure that I'll be showing you some of these photographs. Now, the impunity is at the highest of levels. The impression I get as a citizen is that the government simply doesn't care, and we are on our own until whatever happens, happens. And yesterday I posed a question here. I said, what is the relevance of a country that cannot protect? So Adam's Rem. So these are some of the photographs. So Alaji, the question I asked yesterday was, what's the relevance of a country that cannot protect its water bodies and forest cover? What is the relevance of that country? And I've seen a story, I think is attributed to Professor Enin. Professor Emmanuel Kwesi Enin, and he says that Ghana is now a galam state, and he says that Ghana has been thrown into what can best be termed as a galam state due to the failure of state actors to clamp down on illegal mining activities, popularly known as galamsey, and he likens the failed fight against the canker to crime convergence, where the mistrust in the security agencies and almost non-existent laws have encouraged many to engage in illegality with impunity. And it says that Ghana could soon witness the worst security, environmental, and economic effects of destructive galamsey activities. Now, it says Galam state is a state that is captured and linked to a higher force of grand corruption. In a Galam state, the practice is normalized, and the people are silenced or limited to mere noises on the sidelines. In a Galam state, there's a perfect blend between criminally minded politicians and politically minded criminal gangs. So listen to this carefully. In a Galam state, there's a perfect blend between criminally minded politicians and politically minded criminal gangs, creating a hybrid form of governance. In such a scenario, the traditional rule of the state to arrest, investigate, prosecute, and adjudicate cases of accused persons and incarcerate or fine them, which are key ingredients to the state's resilience, are not present. Quote, Ghana has reached the stage where the consolidation of the Galam state will be the forming of mafia criminal gangs. The crimes and collusion are so intertwined. To stop galamsey, we need to look at multiple other institutions that make these crimes possible and where there are embedded individual and group interests. So this is Professor Enin's view on it. It says there's a perfect blend between criminally minded politicians and politically minded criminal gangs, or criminally minded politicians and politically minded criminals.
You see, Randy, this government has shown in the past that we have not been afraid to take the very difficult decisions to protect our water bodies and forest cover. You'll recollect in 2018 or so, mining of all forms was banned for years. It enabled us to put certain measures in place. Measures like making sure that acquisition of licensing for legal small-scale mining was made easier. This government met about 11 officers. We've created like 21 more officers and since just to ensure that the regulation of the sector is taken and made easier so people will engage in legal mining rather than what we have, what we are seeing today. What we are seeing today also did not start just yesterday. I mean, we could go way back. 2013, reportage, Ghana, China issues, and all of that. No Ghanaian will be happy seeing pictures like that. But even before I go, let me address the matter of the Laboni water. You know, we have issues with our pipes and the way we have laid and construction works and all of that. I have had a case of a similar nature where you open the tap and the quality of the water you could see visibly right here in Accra. But it turned out that somebody had broken my tap, so there was some leakage. And so the pipe that runs to my house was picking up sediments, and I was running through the tap. And once I got it fixed, the quality improved. So some of these things, I think that we have issues, how construction and the laying of pipes will be confused every now and again when there are construction works happening. But even looking at the bigger picture, I mean, this issue of illegal mining, it's something that it's rightly we should be dealing headlong with it. And I'm sure that the government has put in measures. See, right in 2018, 2019, when we banned mining or small-scale mining for all that time, the gold that was produced in this country did not significantly reduce. In fact, some data that I've seen even shows that even when it was banned, the production of gold actually went up. Today, gold...
Meaning what?
Meaning that there was still mining activity happening when the government had banned it for all sorts. So as to
which means that the ban was not properly enforced.
It's one thing. It just goes to tell you that banning of the activity, it's not the ultimate solution.
No, I disagree.
The ultimate solution for me is to streamline it, make sure that everybody engaged in small-scale mining is being properly regulated, so they are doing the right things. And if they are doing the right things under a well-regulated sector, I'm not sure that we'll experience what we are doing today. So it is about...
Let me provide you some statistics. Let me provide you some statistics.
Okay,
so
please.
Two things.
Yeah.
I've said repeatedly here that the difference between Ghana and most of the places we admire and we call developed is that in Ghana, law is enactment. Elsewhere, law is enforcement. That's the difference between us and them. Law is enforcement for them. For us, law is enactment. So we'll refer to a ban. But enforcing the details of the ban is what we will not focus on to do.
See,
because
right.
merely, let me just finish. Merely announcing a ban. Because if you are saying that, from what you are saying, that the data shows that it was during the period of the ban that we even had a lot more production around small scale. What it implies is that the ban was not effective. Or even though there was a ban, people were still engaged in it. That's what you're implying. And what does that mean? It means that we were unable to enforce
on the other side of the coin,
the principles of the ban. That's one. Two.
On the other side of the coin.
Two. When you talk about legislation and legalizing and doing everything, if you have moved from a regime of having, let's say, a little over 50 licenses issued, to a period of having about 1,600, look at the quantum leap, about 1,600 licenses issued, which then speaks to your point, or bring all of them, legalize them, so that you can regulate them. Is that not the point you're making?
It is not a case of bring all of them and legalize them. Ensure that people are actually regulated in the sector.
Yeah, so the point I'm making is
it is not a case of just writing their names and leaving them just because
you move from a point of 50 to over 1,500.
That also is an indication that when the licenses were just 50, perhaps there were more illegal activity happening.
You still don't get the point I'm making. I'm saying
no,
that
my point is that when we had just 50 licenses,
you are saying that
it is most likely that more people were also engaged in illegal mining. And so now you make it easier for 1,000 more people to legally come take licenses.
You are not listening to me.
I'm listening to you.
I'm saying that you make the point that have a regime where you bring a lot more of them under the regulatory agencies, license them so you can regulate them. So you move from a regime where you had just about 50-something licenses issued to over 1,500 within that small period. Yet, the period of registering and licensing the most in your history is a period that has also witnessed the worst form of impunity, of illegality in this country.
I have heard people question whether or not. Anyway, let's just.
The question whether or not.
let's just.
Whether we are better off or worse off.
No, those are your words, not mine.
No, I want to find out what they are questioning.
Those are your words, not mine. What I'm saying this morning is that look.
I know a few psychiatrists. I can recommend some of them to those people.
In a period where we had made the licensing regime more for user-friendly, I should say, so that more people are able to come forward, register, are regulated, and the equipment and all of that. I mean, it's brought us here. It just means that, look, there is more work to be done. And for us to get there, we've proven that in a period where we've had a blanket ban, the issues, the challenges were not resolved. And so why do you think that a blanket ban today will resolve the issues that were not resolved the last time we banned the activity? See, when I unfortunately, I have to take this line of argument. Look, the mining sector alone today constitutes about 8% of our economy. Given where we are to push it to another level, to forestall the extent of degradation that we are seeing today. And it's a call to all of us, the traditional authorities, so many stakeholders within the sector, and even the politicians, like Professor Enin was saying. It is not a case that one side of the political divide is. People want to refer to the Frimpong Mbate report. That report, even if you want to give some credence to that report, it did state that both sides of the political divide, it is not limited to one side. It is for all of us to come to the table. We've heard what Labour is saying. We've heard what UTAG is saying. We've heard all of that. And those are right calls. Nobody is going to go fight them, no. They are right calls. But as they make those calls, I mean, for an association like the University Teachers Association of Ghana, I'd expect that they being the body that they are, they will also come with certain recommendations. The association of some other associations, the Sciences and Arts or whatever, they've all come up with solutions. But I think that we all have to
suggesting that
we all have to
suggesting
we all
that
have to take responsibility?
Government needs recommendations
I'm not
from those who are to be able to save our water bodies and forest cover.
Randy, today, where we are,
yes.
I'm saying that, look, we all have to stand up.
We all have to do what?
We all have to take some level of responsibility in fighting this menace.
No, tell
of
me,
galamsey.
me, Randy, tell me, what am I supposed to do?
Oh, you are doing your best by discussing the matter here. I mean,
what more should I do?
What more should you do?
Yes.
Oh, perhaps you have some information that will be critical to the security services. Perhaps
what haven't I shown?
Help.
I've brought Erasmus on this show many times. I've brought many other people. I've spoken with Professor Sampini.
Exactly.
We've done everything.
Exactly. Consciously, you're making an effort of
making sure that in the last couple of weeks, all of us.
You're making an effort to ensure that in the last couple of weeks, every time you're on this show, this matter it's brought up. I think that it's in the right direction. We are bringing this to the banner. Everybody is getting involved in there.
And what is government doing?
I think, I've told you that government has not been afraid, and government has not shied away from taking the very difficult decisions to fight this menace. And this government had lived with the repercussions of those decisions. And so it's not something like the government is sitting aloof. No. Government is doing its bit. But government being government.
Which one is government's bit that is doing? Did you hear?
Randy.
Your parliamentary candidate.
Yeah.
In the presence of the RECSEC chairman, the regional minister, informed those miners that he was addressing that government has stopped all the galam stop and the operation, whatever, they've stopped all that. And that if they see any soldiers there, they are on an unlawful mission.
Randy, that matter is gone beyond a certain level. It was invited.
Which level?
Police. I'm not too sure what led to that.
Which level?
I am not too sure
what
led to that. But I am not going to sit here.
Plan.
You see, when
the
we start,
plan is that the same regional minister should lead the process of solving.
When we start politicizing, I mean, he goes, Professor Enin goes for further to say that when we politicize this matter, it will not be resolved.
What is politicization?
I mean, by us finding some sort of respite and pointing figures at some political leaders as if the other side is. Let us as citizens. I mean, this matter, it's an existential threat to all of us. To all of us. So I won't sit here to downplay the matter. What I'm saying is that, look, this is the time. Our traditional authorities should and I've seen some of them being active in helping to fight this menace. The government is doing, as citizens, we also have a role to play to ensure that our water bodies and our forest cover is safeguarded.
You see, Randy, there is a popular saying that Caesar's wife must live above reproach. There's a reason for that. If you are Caesar's wife, there should not even be an issue of suspicion or even perception of wrongdoing against you, let alone the case of adultery against you. There's a sound reason for that. Now, if you have a situation where the NPP presidential candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, puts Mreku Duka to lead the charge on galamsey.
But Mreku Duka is a deputy
What
minister.
is the charge on galamsey?
He's a deputy minister.
Randy, let me finish my submission, I beg you.
Did you listen to his designation?
Can I finish? So if you have a situation where you put no other person but Mreku Duka to be the coordinator on the fight against or whatever, it sends a certain perception.
Why is that?
But the man is the deputy minister.
That's a deputy minister of the sector.
I agree.
And so I think he's responsible for mining.
Yes, so what is...
You see, the street talks, right? The street talks. So perception...
What does the streets know that we don't know? Tell us what the
streets
say.
You have decided to interfere in my
You did same to me when I was making my submission. Go on.
So the point I am making is that the street talks. So any perception that, energy is associated or anything with illegal or small-scale mining, you don't want to, as it were, reinforce that narrative. Randy, we were in this country when the president said he was putting his presidency on the line, correct?
And he did. He did.
Now, listen carefully.
It says he is prepared to put it on the line.
Okay. Yes. So it may well be that he never did.
Yes.
Okay. But he did actually.
Because
decisions that had direct impact on elections in 2020. And that's Mreku Duka. Let it remain perceptions and not real. Let it just remain perceptions, and whatever the street is saying, let it just remain perceptions. And let's talk about reality.
Okay.
Oh, Randy. Oh, I didn't know.
I apologize.
You have a situation where the president puts up a 10-member interministerial committee, correct? At the end of the day, the chair of that 10-member interministerial committee, his verdict in a 37-page report to the president that he hid from all of us, until the same person now started talking by saying that the Jubilee House had become the headquarters of galamsey. Now, the 10-member committee couldn't do the job. We are now relying on the work of a 5-member committee. 10 couldn't do it. 5. Now, curiously, this 5-member committee has Kandapa as the chair.
A little clarification. This committee is expected to engage stakeholders.
Yes, so
they are not like the ministerial task force
that
was supposed to
work.
Yes.
So I am even saying that. Oh, wait.
In engagement of stakeholders, it's to finding solutions to the minutes.
No, you don't get me. The mandates are different.
Yeah.
So I am saying.
So I'm saying let's not
but
confuse
we are engaging,
it. So you don't get me. Let's not confuse it.
No, I'm getting you.
Because the impression I got from Eduji was that this committee is expected to do what the previous
No. Even the point I am making is that the 10-member interministerial committee had a broader mandate.
Oh, yeah.
Even that broader mandate could not solve the problem.
Yes.
And now we are looking about a 5-member committee. Now, guess what? 3 of the committee members are parliamentary candidates, busily campaigning to go back to parliament. I am making the point that
who are the 5?
Of the 5, 3 are parliamentary candidates. The defense minister, Jinapo, and
Interior. Oh, Interior is not part.
No, Interior is not. No. There are 5 of 3. I'll get you as I proceed.
National Security Information, Fatih Abubakar.
In fact, so it is only the National Security Minister and Fatia who are not parliamentary candidates. The rest are all MP.
No, who's the other guy?
No, I'll get you for you as I proceed. But the point I am making is that even the one with a broader mandate concluded its work.
Was local government part of it?
No, okay. I'll get it. I'll just send a message for it. So all I'm trying to say is that the president knows exactly what to do to solve the problem. But you see, they have created a false narrative out there. And they have pushed it into the president's mind that the reason MPP lost parliamentary seats in 2020 was because he, Akufo-Addo, purportedly fought galamsey. Lies. Why do I say so? If you pick even Ashanti region, Randy, of the parliamentary seats, 47 parliamentary seats in Ashanti region, the typical galamsey areas comprise 21 seats. The Odotobri, Amansia enclave. MPP won all those seats. So how did it impact on your parliamentary election? If you come to Ashanti region, Manson Kwanta, that enclave, MPP won all the seats there. So how did galamsey impact on the seats you lost? You lost Crowell.
There's no money in that.
Hold on. So I'm coming there. So I am letting you know that false narrative
I said. My point was that.
So Fuzeni, don't interrupt him. Yes. Just take notes.
Maybe
let him finish.
So the point I am making is that you lost parliamentary seats that had nothing to do with galamsey. And on this platform, I say you lost Crowell. Okoboy lost Lejokuku. You lost Adenta. You lost Medina. Which one of them is a galamsey area? And Okankwino, where your good self you were. You are not into galamsey, at least not as I know. Oh, let me clarify the issue. You understand? So if you put all of these things together, you go to Central Region. In fact, for presidential, the 4 main galamsey regions, Akufo-Addo won all. Central, Western, Eastern, and Ashanti. Which one of them had to do with your fight against galamsey? There's no region where galamsey is heavy that John Mahama won in 2020. After you made a proclamation that you are putting your presidency on the line. So, that false narrative that you put into the mind of the president, that the fight against galamsey impacted And for that matter, if it declares a state of emergency now, it will affect the MPP fortune in the 2020 election. That is what is creating it and emboldening people who believe that they can do whatever they want to do. Look, if you go, Randy, the Fourth Estate just published their latest report on galamsey. And in their report, they have established without equivocation that the mayor of Kumasi, the Honorable Sam Pine, has set up a company called Sam and Jam. It has a concession and had even applied to go and mine in the forest.
What is wrong with that?
No, Randy, you see, this thing creates a semblance.
But he's going through due process.
No, Randy, you are not even getting my point about the due process.
Okay.
The point I am, making on this platform is that, you see, like Caesar's wife, you must live above reproach. You are the mayor. There's accusation that government officials are involved. Government officials are involved in this business of galamsey and the associated problems. Why would you want to even give a semblance of it? Why would you want to do that? Randy, on this platform, you discuss the issue where the Ashanti regional minister, Simon Osei-Mensah, was warning DCs that the recently procured drips machine should not be used for galamsey. That is the point. Who are the owners or the operators or managers of the drips? Are they not government officials? The managers of the various assemblies? What will cause the Ashanti regional minister to even issue that warning to DCs under him? Randy, look at the situation where in Konongo, just by the roadside, you know, when you are coming from Kumasi, they are doing a new, it's like a flyover.
Yes.
Just by the side of the flyover, they are doing serious galamsey.
Yes.
In fact, to the point that the contractor on site says that the galamsey activity is beginning to impact on the project. IGP Dampare, 40,000 police officers. You have not seen it.
But the video from the Western region, they've told us that they have stopped the security agencies from. Yes. So why do you blame Dampare?
No, you see, Randy, when you are the head of the Ghana police, you have a responsibility. Do you know that with the 40,000 men that he has under him, you cannot tell me with respect that the daily movement from Accra to Kumasi, none of our police officers have seen what is going on.
But who says they don't know?
Also, they know.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Then the problem is
the most decentralized institutions in this country are the security agencies.
Exactly.
They know well before all of us get to know. Look, nobody can convince me that the security is not aware of even the individuals who are in charge of these things and who are the king. Nobody. Nobody.
And you see, Randy. Randy.
Why is
Randy. Randy.
You see, your colleague has told us
for the political.
The West for me in all of this.
Right? You've stopped them, and the facts are.
The IGP has
in all of this. Hold on.
Say that some political or somebody's putting some political pressure on him in acting.
I'm saying that your parliamentary
Randy,
candidate, in the presence of the RECSEC chairman,
has told us
that government has stopped all that.
Randy, let me just so you can.
Somebody's been given a job to do.
You see, Randy, look at the situation where the Minerals Commission, the minister, comes out, an appointee of Mr. Akufo-Addo, comes out to say that, listen, Nana Addo, comes out to say that Akonta mine is mining in a forest reserve without the requirement of due process, licensing among others. Okay. You would expect that the president who says he had put his presidency on the line at least will not turn himself either as a clearing agent or chief spokesperson for Akonta Mine. The president met bishops in Koforidua, and right in front of the men of God, he put on his presidential whatever office down and started defending Akonta Mine.
So was he not asked the question?
Which one?
Was he not asked the question about the Akonta Mine, the presence of that company in the forest reserve? And his answer was that as
at the time
he was speaking,
yes,
they were no longer there.
No, he didn't say they were no longer there. I beg you.
What did he say?
You also want to speak for Nana Addo now.
Oh, no. I thought that was what he said.
So I wanted you to clarify. I wanted Randy to clarify his role this morning.
You have succeeded in clarifying.
No, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that what I heard him say was that as at the time, it's correct. It's clarified. You are bullying me. You are bullying me.
I can see he's running away from
you are bullying me.
But that's the truth, you know.
You are bullying me. No. You see, I'm being bullied this morning.
No. By you. By him.
He's my FT boss, so I need to comply before I am.
Randy. But
I am ousted.
Seriously. That day when I saw the president's intervention, because you see, hold on. Having done that, it disabled whatever Minerals Commission was investigating. Because when the president puts that narrative out there, imagine a situation where Minerals Commission puts up a contrary evidence to that of the president.
But what the president said also didn't suggest that they had not done, assuming that at the time he was speaking, they were no longer even in the reserve. It doesn't take away the fact that they were there and they had engaged in illegality.
And the crime has no, the crime was committed at the time when they went there without the license and not the post-rationalization the president put up before the bishops. But I'm saying that, you see, leadership is everything. So when you are a leader, your body language is key, because you do not want to send conflicting signals. I want it, I don't like it. So where in front of the bishop, say, bishops, I will let my sector minister, who is directly involved in this matter, respond to you. I have said this, that the fight against galamsey requires collective efforts. See, I recall Nana Domahi, Justice Daniel Mensah, openly say that in my area, Doma, you dare not come and do galamsey there. I'm yet to hear anybody go there. We appeared before Toby Apede somewhere last month, and he was clear. He said, look, Volta region here, you dare not come and do anything, because our water bodies are so clean. He said, don't come here and destroy our water bodies. That is traditional authority. I've also seen instances where the Otumfuo had to distill some chiefs and what have you. However, if you look at the extent of damage in some of the areas, what it means is that it requires that we do more to solve the problem. I have seen disturbing videos from medical doctors. They show you what is happening with mothers who are now coming to hospitals who are pregnant within. The fear I had, Randy, was I saw a woman. I like this Nzema food, acheke. Then I saw this Nzema woman say, a video that went viral. And she said that, look, they need a lot of water when they are doing the acheke. And at this time around, they buy alum and put in the water so that the dirty water will settle. I got alarm. Have you got that video?
No, we have videos of, in fact, in those areas, they sell the alum like the way they sell sugar and peanuts. Yes. Like the 1 Ghana 50 pesos.
Randy.
And the people buy those things. They fetch the contaminated water. They put the alum in it. and then you would see that the things settle at the bottom, and the water is clearer. And in their mind, they believe that the water has been purified, and that's the kind of water that they use to prepare food, to drink, and to bathe.
And you see, Randy, these things, I always say, you don't know when. Look, on the campaign, when we go to those areas outside, and you are doing the campaign, for some reason, sometimes you go to a hotel or something, the water there, you want to rinse your mouth or something with water. You are asking yourself,
so let me just give you,
where is the water coming from?
Let me give you this information. For those, especially those in Accra, who think that this thing is far from you. Now, it's been established that there is a galamsey induced, that's illegal gold mining, heavy metals, mercury, lead, arsenic, etc., presence in soils, vegetables, and water in Ghana. And I'll let my producers put there's a diagram I want to show you. Now, some studies suggest a transition of the metals into humans, where food, soil, water, air, etc. The transition comes from transmission media, that's ingestion, dermal, inhalation, etc., and are not readily known, which calls for tracing studies. The focus is on Ghana's food system. And here the researchers mapped all the galamsey endemic districts and attempted to theoretically extrapolate what potential each district has to pollute. So what you're seeing there, food pollution potential of sorghum, this is just sorghum, by galamsey endemic districts in Ghana. And you see Sisala East, so there's Wa East, there's Jirapa, and you see all the percentages there. So the total national production in metric tons is about 333,440. Per capita consumption of sorghum is 11 kilos. Potential per capita consumption of galamsey polluted food is about 11.45%. So this is actually the study, and this is contained in facts and figures, Agriculture in Ghana 2021. The data is from the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. So this is the work of researchers, and the Joy FM even went ahead to speak with the Director of Research, that's the Center for Climate Change and Food Security, Suleimana Isifu. And he warned that if illegal mining is not halted, most of the food produced could be contaminated. And that most of the communities where illegal mining activities occur are also producers of food crops. And explained that since the river bodies and soil are polluted, this affects the crops.
You know, Randy, so at least the matters are closer to us. Your very good friend Ferguson, he likes salad a lot. He is now, yes, he is now forced to ask restaurants and others where they are getting their vegetables.
It's wasting his time.
From. Because you see, we are all concerned now. So this issue of galamsey, the leader of Ghana now is the president. It is for him. Look, and I say this, Randy, what is wrong by saying that all our water bodies, you have declared a state of emergency on our water bodies? At least you just for our water bodies. Let's just preserve our water bodies just for 1 year. No mining along the banks of our water bodies. Just 1 year. And let's see what the result will be. So when you come and you tell me that if you do that, you lose parliamentary seats. And for that matter, the minister is heavily against the issue of banning galamsey on the water bodies. Minister Jinapo, I plead with you. These matters affects all of us. Just on the water bodies. It's not really about the entire country. And like somebody said, possibly Ghanaian voters must declare a state of emergency on the MPP on December 7th. I think we really need a reset. As far as this issue of galamsey is concerned, we need a reset. We cannot upgrade what we currently have. It doesn't make sense to upgrade it.
Randy, on Akunta mining, the exact words of the president was that Akunta mining was not engaged in illegal mining. That's that extent.
That they were not engaged in illegal mining.
Illegal mining.
When you mine in the forest without authority, that's illegal.
Oh, so that's what he said.
Oh, that's
then that's even
well
worse than
legal.
what David said.
Let me further say that. Let me further say that.
Be careful of being spokesperson.
Let me further say that.
I think you need to pay me.
You are saying that we should declare state of emergency on our water bodies. Nobody grants anybody license to go and mine on our water bodies. So all that activity that is happening are illegal, and those are the things that we have to deal with.
Who has to deal with?
Oh, as a people. I mean,
who?
You see, he's mentioned here. He sat here. He
Okay,
mentioned
Ignatius Belfo Ewa.
He mentioned
not the employment minister.
Yes, on the ministerial committee, the five. So there are 3 MPs. Thank you.
He mentioned some significant traditional authority who, in their way, are helping with the fight. He mentioned one in the Volta region, one in the Ashanti region, one in the Bon. And this is what we want to see. And this is how we want to approach this whole menace. Because look, every inch of space today in Ghana has one form of traditional authority or the other in charge. Whether be it stool lands, be it family lands, or however the land tenure system is. And so we have engaged in the past. You recollect, the president at some point went to engage the National House of Chiefs, all in an effort to fight this menace. And we'll continue to pursue measures like that until we have a resolution to this. But it is not a one-man fight. That look, the extent to this activity, when people are mining in their own rooms, I hear that you go to certain areas and there are houses that you think that are habitable. But apparently, beneath that house, it's been dug and there are mining pits beneath the house. So the house is a shell standing there, nobody living in there. And I don't know how we can.
And
so we are the same people.
These are things that
we are the same people.
Security agencies are not aware of.
Oh, of course. I have even made a point here on this platform this morning that look, we have put the security agencies in charge. And why are they waiting for somebody to?
It's everybody's responsibility.
Yeah,
also, you are applauding chiefs. So chiefs by themselves are able to say that I won't allow a. They are distooling chiefs who are reported to have been engaged in galamsey and others. As for us, as for government, we have not been able to even dismiss a DCE.
Oh, that's happening in the past.
Which past?
So the president has not had his regional minister openly associating with small scale or whatever.
I mean, all this matters. All this matters.
This see no evil, hear no evil is the cause of the problem.
Where we are today, it's a very
so you say the president has not seen the chairman of Randy, the interesting thing is
I've made my point.
The regional.
I've made the point that look, we need everybody on board in this fight against this menace. This committee, it's engaging stakeholders of all sorts, traditional leaders, labor, academia, the industry, actors, and all of that. We need to get
engaging them to do us.
But Randy, have you heard the letter from the president of the National House?
We have taken steps in the past.
The president of the National House of Chiefs.
Yes.
When your colleague chiefs are arresting other chiefs,
you see,
they are declaring mining in whatever in there. The president of the National House of Chiefs is effectively encouraging people.
When you're in the saddle, you need to balance a lot of acts, right? When you're in the saddle, you need to balance a lot of acts. And you can achieve this by carrying everybody along.
You don't know what I'm trying to reconcile?
Please do.
Okay. So I'm trying to reconcile your posturing when we're discussing the issue of the protesters.
Right.
As against dealing with galamsey.
Those are realities.
Okay.
Those are realities.
It appears that the actions of the protesters are more injurious to this country than leading galamseyers.
I don't think anybody's saying it.
You do have to say it.
I don't think anybody's also showing anything.
We're just acting it out.
Randy, to be honest,
I don't think
recently some
saying
journalists had to do the extraordinary work of even going to arrest Chinese galamseyers.
I said there's a community. About 3 or 4 days ago, a community that the people took it upon themselves to go and attack galamseyers and drive them out. And drive them out. The people had to constitute themselves into their own. I'm not sure it's appropriate to call them vigilantes, but their own like watchdog, to go and drive out galamseyers from their own community.
And Randy, look at the curious case where you police, you declare somebody wanted. The person comes to you and his lawyer, and you detain him. Just to show him that where power lies.
Medical examination. I'm wondering who did a preliminary medical examination.
Oliver and his lawyer walked into
they said they sent a doctor there.
Oliver and his lawyer walked into
the doctor had access to him.
And
to do the preliminary examination.
After everything was said, the police arrested him and detained him, even at the risk of his health.
It's very evident that even in custody he had access to medical help.
At the risk of his health. Look,
but he had access to it.
Especially you and I, this politics, we will do it.
He had access
and some
to
of these things, when they happen,
even in
always
detention.
be minded about tomorrow. I do not see
I don't
the
think
basis of imposing 2 weeks.
I don't think that I'll have a reason. I'll have a reason to go and immobilize the police.
Let me just.
I don't think I'll have a reason to do that under no circumstances.
There are a couple of messages that which has to do with that. So, Professor Kweku Asare, popularly known as Kweku Azan, says Aluta is deeply embedded in our DNA and is an undeniable part of our collective spirit. 1948 Accra riots, positive action, Komepreko, etc. are a few examples. The anti-Galamsey demonstrations show that this spirit remains as strong as ever. Undoubtedly, some of the demonstrators made errors along the way, but their larger goals of protecting the environment have been crystal clear. As remand-prone judges and their pseudo-democratic pro-remand allies seek to chill the right to assembly, they should remember that their actions will not silence the people. Instead, they may ignite even more resolute and serious Aluta, pushing the nation forward on its unstoppable journey towards justice. And this says, I beg, what is more damning and damaging than destroying of forest reserves and water resources compared to protester vandalism? It says our legal system is a shame. The police did their job by protecting public safety. The courts must also do their job by granting bail to the protesters to go and attend court from home. Sad state. This is from Bulldog. I'm sure you all know him. Okay. So Bulldog. You know Bulldog?
No.
Oh, you don't know him? Okay. You're not familiar with the entertainment industry. Now, Parkwesi Planch, formerly of the Chronicle newspaper, the journalist, he says, there was widespread uproar when my boss, Nana Kofi Kumsin, editor of the Ghanaian Chronicle, was remanded in prison custody for 2 weeks in 1998, charged with publishing false information following an article that alleged corruption involving a government official. In response, the Ghana Journalists Association convened an emergency meeting at the press center, where prominent NPP stalwarts joined to show solidarity with journalists in the wake of the court's decision. Speaker after speaker condemned the ruling, labeling it an assault on free speech. What has changed? Absolutely nothing. This is from Parkwesi Planch. All right, okay. So I'm told that Bulldog is now Bull God, not Bulldog. It's changed the name to Bull God. Okay. All right.
Randy, this morning I saw a very disturbing reportage, I think, Daily Post, and I'm very happy my brother, what's the name, Fuseni Issa is here. I wanted a few clarity on it.
I'm told that the lawyers of Oliver, I think they finally found a doctor who's willing to go in and see him. So the doctor probably should be on his way.
That has been done.
Randy, Daily Post.
But there were some preliminary.
That was
yesterday.
That is what led to
where the need
so
to
was
take
was he not well at the time he reported himself on Sunday?
No, they said he fell ill the night.
Night or Sunday?
Yes, this is what the document says. It says that after he was taken seriously ill earlier this evening, this was written on the 24th. That was yesterday.
Yes. So yesterday evening?
Yes.
And so a doctor is now, he's now going to have access to a doctor. These are his rights.
Yes, Randy, I saw this publication on Daily Post. I think you, I don't know if you have it.
Finding religious tension in Ghana. Yes. Muslims must vote Bawumia because he's a Muslim. Yes. Sheikh Ishaq Ibrahim Muyama.
You know, when I saw
we have the video.
Okay. Would you want to play it? I want to dovetail. You see, my brother here was a former MP. And by his name, he's a Muslim.
He's Alaji.
Good. In fact, the father rose to become the chief imam. Okay. Look, Randy, when he contested for his election, Christians lined up, Muslims lined up, traditional people lined up to vote for him.
If you know where I come from.
and no, I'm coming.
And
I know, Pa. And we have lived with this peace. I recall, John Mahama is a Christian.
Well, for the benefit of those who don't know what you're saying, I don't want you to twist anything about what the man said. Let's just watch. Let's watch what he said.
Islamic party. The question I'm catching in Kermofua Kratch for one Karanise. If not now, when again? If not now, when again? Say, what is this young Kermofua Premier? Yes, I have a time and feared your sons will be never. Yes, I need CCM money and nano. On the 7th of December, Baumia, make a ceremony. Baumia, make a ceremony. Well, the Islam soon be a 2 man.
So, what's your issue with this video?
You see, Randy, the man talking.
Say, "What also Islam be no kotumano."
Good.
If not now, you see, if you watch tribune.
You see.
Watch
I.
If you watch tribune. 8 years. You can't wait another 8 years.
I am against.
No, he said 67.
Please, from 1987.
Randy, I am against weaponization of religion for politics. The reason being that religion usually deals a lot with emotions. And once it is an emotional conversation, it becomes a bit more problematic. The Bawumia campaign must disassociate itself from this campaign. Or else, it will be considered to be an endorsement of the statement by the Sheikh that because he is a Muslim, he should be voted for by Muslims. Now the danger is that if we put this election, that Christian vote for Christian, Muslim vote for Muslim, it's going to be problematic. It will break the unity that we have had in this country from 1957 to date. I am deeply worried that if we all, and it becomes a free-for-all campaign, where everybody can just go and weaponize religion, tribal affiliation, among other things, we will not be building a democratic, peaceful, united, associated with. I have a very good friend. He's by name Frank. If you look at his name alone, you would think he's a Christian. But he's a Muslim, true and true. That is how we have lived. I recall when H.E. John Dramani Mahama was president, this particular Sheikh Nuama was appointed by him onto the Narcotics Control Board until GM left office. GM didn't consider him that, oh, he's a Muslim. I'm appointing him on the basis that he's a Muslim. No. He saw the unique Ghanaianness in him. If the Bawumia campaign is not behind this attempt to weaponize religion for the 2024 election, they must disassociate themselves from it. And you see, he made this point, false claim. He made this false claim that it is Bawumia who is introducing Islamic banking in the manifesto. Randy, see, I just want to read something, then you can come in. The NDC manifesto on fiscal policy. We have a whole chapter on what we call Islamic banking. Because uniquely, Islamic banking de-emphasizes the issue of interest rates and how punitive it can be. We have captured it in our manifesto. Maybe my brother Husseini, who is here, can tell me where in the MPP manifesto the issue of Islamic banking is properly, as it were, stated.
Okay. All right.
Randy, Sheikh Ishaq Niyama is a very, very well-respected Islamic cleric, and I would want to urge Judy and the NDC to stop blowing hot and cold. He's doing exactly what he's asking somebody to move away from. Sheikh Niyama made a statement. And you see, sometimes statements should be looked at in context. 2 days ago, on Monday, I happened to be watching this program. Shamima Muslim was on this show on Monday, holding an umbrella in the studio. It was an interesting view. She went on to speak her native language, trying to identify with her people, to sort of create that rapport, right? No problem. No problem. I will not say she's being discriminating against somebody, because this platform, we all know, it's an English-speaking platform.
Oh, but you speak Ga on this platform. You speak Ga with me.
I don't with you.
Yeah, but on the show.
I speak Ga with you.
On the show.
With you.
On the show.
The reason I speak Ga with you is,
Yes.
where, like, that rapport is there. That's how come I speak Ga with you.
Yeah, but you don't care about the fact that there are people who don't understand Ga, but
You
they
see,
are watching the show.
maybe it's not the right thing to do. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong in doing that. Maybe
I don't
I'm
have
wrong
a
in
problem
doing that.
with it.
You don't have a problem with it. If you don't have a problem with it, I am not too sure the context.
So what's the point? What's the parallel you're trying to draw between somebody speaking vernacular on this show to what we just watched?
My point is that whatever somebody says should be contextual.
So this one, which
His
context?
audience, I am not too
context are
sure. You
situating
see, the video that we saw,
yes,
I'm not too sure who he was speaking to.
You
I
heard
am not.
Allahu Akbar
Oh,
at the background.
my word.
Why are you doing that, Isa?
My word.
Okay, let him.
My
very
word.
well, very well.
He's giving us context.
In the recent past days, when His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia went to La, and in his engagement, I think that within the meet and greet, he went to the Wanshan, or the shrine. And they put Nyanyara on his neck, and then some libation was poured. Equally, we had Islamic clerics come out, and the videos abound. You see, people were questioning why, as a Muslim, he had gone to a place of idolatries, right? It became topical within the Islamic community. Discussed. People had pros and cons. Others thought it was shirk. Others think that, look, this is a man who is campaigning, looking for votes. And so he'll go wherever some advantage will near to his campaigning efforts. Personally, I find nothing wrong with it at all. Because me, from where I come from, I've had an auntie, direct auntie, a first cousin of my mom, who used to work at that shrine, a fetish priest. But it's just a case of mutual respect, so we get on as and when we should. It is irrelevant because I'm a Muslim and she's not a Muslim, or she's having. You see, let us be careful.
So let us be careful. What's still the context? Which context?
I'm saying that. You see, when you make statements, depending on who you speak to, in which context, why and where, the occasion, and all of that, would have resulted in the sheikh saying this. But I'm sure that
the man is clear in his mind. He says
he's clear in
that
his mind.
If you are a Muslim, this is our best opportunity of getting a Muslim as president. If you let this opportunity slip by, we can't wait another 8 years.
Randy, what I want to say.
If you're a Muslim, vote for them. Is that not what he said?
No. I don't think that a sheikh of his standing. It is a very well-read man. His publications alone, you'll be amazed. The number of
what has that got to do with what he has said?
I'm just giving you the stature of the man, and I am putting what he said in context. Because I'm saying
the man never provided the context. You are providing the context.
The man provided context.
He did. No, I mean, he is saying that we should put it in proper context.
What I'm saying is, I'm seeing a camera on him, another person sitting behind him. He is probably standing on a stage or something. I can't even see his audience. Right. And so I really want to put this in context.
Which context?
Where he was, why he was saying that, and I mean, what had pertained before. You don't even know who had spoken before him. And the sort of, the sort of situation he found himself. So that is what I want us to actually situate this video in. But to say that he's saying that you should vote, we are not presenting Baumia as a flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party because he's Muslim. No! We are presenting him based on his competence. And the party, the officers of the party, had gone to congresses to select him as a flag bearer. We are not presenting him just because he's a Muslim. No, we are presenting him based on his competence, what his proven track record, and his vision for this nation.
So
and that is what I urge. That is what I urge the people watching us this morning to vote him.
All right.
Vote number one.
So do you disagree with the sheikh?
Based on his competence, his track, and his vision, and not his religion.
Do you disagree with what the sheikh is saying? No, do you disagree with what the sheikh is saying?
His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, the former president of the
you can't run away.
He goes to assembly support.
You can't run away.
I have seen videos of one Sunday.
Have you seen any assembly of God pastor say because John is a Christian, he should be voted for?
Whatever it is.
Is that where you are taking the campaign?
And he's performing his religious functions.
The last time you attended your Molid.
Yeah.
Malam John.
Alaji Baumia
called him Malam John.
You know why?
I'm not done.
You understand this thing?
No, I'm not done.
Randy, you understand this thing?
Can I finish?
You understand this thing because of where we come from.
Can I finish?
Because of where?
Can I finish? I said the last time you attended the Molid at the Chief Imam's place, Alaji Baumia, when he had the opportunity of speaking, referred to him as Malam John, mocked him as Malam John, and said that.
I didn't think it was mocking.
And said that.
I didn't think it was mocking.
And said that if he wants to be like them, Muslims, he should go and tuba.
You see, I was at that Molid. You know what happened?
We all watched.
You know what happened?
You
watched it. I was there.
Or you want to provide context?
There. Yes, I'm providing the context.
This morning, you have been very contextual.
What
is that?
Look, on that occasion, the former president.
Do you disagree with
Sheikh recite the first chapter? The revered Fatiha of which a Muslim.
And so he got the quotation right.
For me.
Did he get it right?
For me. I was impressed because I've known that his father was a Muslim, his mother was a Muslim, and normally you expect that he will be a Muslim. But just like Baumia, he has siblings who are Christians. So if he happened to be a Christian, no problem.
Is this the context?
No problem. But I'm saying that on that occasion, he had recited Fatiha to a certain level of perfection. And I was impressed. So I asked myself, wow, if this man is this good, it means that he would have had education in some Islamic education, right? And I'm wondering, wow, impressive. So, well, maybe that's another.
Is this still context?
It's context. So
no, but
when
Randy,
was
I want to find out.
Said that,
do you disagree with Sheikh Muhammad?
I guess that
it's a case of
it's
a case of calling people to Allah at any given opportunity. So it's an invitation.
Well, let's give
it was an invitation. It wasn't a mockery. I think that it's just a sense of
you disagree with Sheikh.
Let's give our viewers.
I will have to know the context.
We need to go. We're going. So
I have to know the context.
We'll give everybody the opportunity to see if they can find the context once again. Up next is sports.
On the 7th of December.
Do you know someone who's making a difference in your community? Someone whose selfless actions and dedication to helping others deserves recognition? Then it's time to celebrate these incredible individuals on MTN Heroes of Change.
It's time to nominate those selfless individuals to win 100,000 Ghana cedis and other cash prizes and be crowned MTN Hero of Change. You can also nominate a blogger or someone in the digital